What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Downbeat podcast. My guest this week is Adam Easterling of Orthodox, my favorite new heavy band right now. Imagine, if you will, a band with 2000s revival sensibilities, but with a mix of Meshuggah and Gojira mixed on top. They do something that I really love. They don't just go for like the kill switch revival thing, which, you know, I do also love. They kind of go for that 2000s relapse band, like weird interlude samples 2000s thing, and then they add on top of that like some chunky Meshuggah Gojira riffs. Production courtesy of Randy LaBeouf, who's done Kubla. He's done a bunch of other bands. I love this band. Guess what? They're local to Nashville, Tennessee, so we got Adam on the pod. Before we get started, I want to let you know we have a Patreon, patreon.com/The Downbeat. On it, you can get ad-free episodes. You can get early access to episodes. You can get early access to merch. The lowest tier is £1. If you like the podcast, please consider giving us your money, because I pump everything from the Patreon back into this. I got to pay Simon. I got to pay Madison. I got to pay for the cameras. I got to pay for the room. It's pretty expensive, but I love doing it, and I couldn't do it without your support. Patreon.com/The Downbeat. We also have new merch, www.thedownbeat.at, so it spells downbeat. Go and check it out. Loads of new stuff. This one's America themed if you're watching this. Sort of skull and eagle and stuff. I cut the sleeves off, guys. These sleeves were cut myself. Just buy the t-shirt and cut the sleeves off. www.thedownbeat.at, so it spells downbeat. They got 6 strings, right? Sometimes they got 7 strings. Sometimes they got 8 strings. If it's a bass, they got 4 strings. That's right, they're guitars. And notoriously, unless they're acoustic, they sound bad, right? Unless you've got an amp and a cab and all of that stuff and a microphone and then Andy Sneap or, you know, one of the other metal people, you're not going to sound as good as the people that you want to sound as good as. But wait, Neural DSP are giving listeners of the Downbeat podcast 30% off any of their plugins. Oh, I want to sound like Gojira. Guess what? Plug in, load up Gojira Archetype. There you go. Boom. You're Joe. Saving the planet, saving the whales, whatever else he does. I don't know. He makes good riffs. Power to him. Do the whale stuff. You could sound like Tosin. You could sound like Pliny. You could sound like Nolly, even though he's like a producer now. He used to be a guitarist. In fact, listen to the producers. They know better than us, I'll be honest with you. And the people at Neural know better than you and better than me. That's right. Get 30% off plugins at neuraldsp.com by using the code DOWNBEAT. Be a riffer, not a sniffer. It's Adam Easterling of Orthodox on the Downbeat podcast. Adam Easterling, Orthodox.
How's it going?
Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm wet.
You are wet. How about this Nashville weather?
Yeah.
How long you lived there?
What will be 32 years of my life tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay, so you can tell me everything I need to know.
All right.
This weather, for people that aren't here, which is all of you, it's just stopped right there, but it was like torrential biblical rain.
You can't see. I don't think you have an angle where you can see that my pants are sticking to my leg with how, in the like 2 minutes I was walking outside.
You took 2 seconds to get here and it was soaking. We're on tornado watch right now.
Yep.
There's a secret part of me that kind of just hopes.
For a warning?
Just not like the actual tornado.
When did you get here?
Fucking
like a month
January
ago?
January, yeah.
You were here for the bad one already so far.
Yeah.
That was bad. I think you talked to Josh about it.
Yeah, it was the night before the Josh episode.
Before we met. Yeah, that's right.
And I just set all these cameras up, like 20 grand's worth of cameras, and I left him in here and then went. And then it was like my first tornado siren thing. And I was like, oh my God, it's going to be just my luck that the whole thing gets flattened. They got took out of their storm protective cases for one day.
That was a bad one. That one. Also, I don't know if this is just a Tennessee thing, but they only recently started doing the like Amber Alert on your phone for weather.
Oh, really?
Like that to my recollection has only happened. I think that was the first time I remember it.
What the?
Yeah, like when a kid's missing, whatever's happening, they're like, oh, emergency. They'll flood the notification to everyone within a certain area, and that was the first time I remember that being a thing. And I think I only remember it because it was like every 15, 20 minutes, it was like, this warning's about to end, and now they're issuing a new one. Because that was one, that storm was crazy. I like the way that I think it was something about the way that this huge front split into 5, but the beginning of those 5 was so strong that it tore like a moisture path for all of them to hit the exact same places.
Yeah.
So it basically was just like one after another, after another, after another.
You get the old Nashville severe weather on YouTube when it happens.
Dude, I was like, I can't go to bed. And so I just put it on the TV, and then I just sat up and I just got work done until like 4 a.m. and then I just slept in the next day.
We sat in the bath because we didn't know like what you're supposed to do. And everyone's like, you got to sit in the bath. Because
you're from Ohio, right?
So yeah,
okay.
we've had tornadoes.
But it's not a lot. Yeah.
Not like this.
Yeah.
Not the Bible tornadoes.
Bible
these
belt.
are.
Yeah,
these
God's
are like
coming for you.
The fuck get to the ark, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Because I'm about to fuck you up.
Yeah. No, it's been very rainy this year already.
Yeah, that's like one thing that's bumming me out because I'm like, I came to get away from rain. What's this, guys?
So I've never been overseas. So my understanding, I know. To my understanding, is it's more just like a dreary like drizzle that like you're not wet but you're not dry.
We were talking about this yesterday. It's like a constant drizzle.
Okay.
Which does chip away at the soul, but it's like less annoying. Like you can plan for it to just drizzle rather than this wouldn't.
This is like
once a year.
I have friends who like people like skip their routines because of this weather. I had a friend today who was like, we were talking about hanging out at some point, and they were like, "Oh, I have to be at work late because this came up." And they're like, "Oh, actually, I'm going home early because of this weather." And that was the point where I said, "Weather."
Yeah.
What do you mean? Because I just don't.
I didn't know either until we started looking. I woke up and it was like dark, and I was like, I better go and have a look. And I was like, oh. But we didn't even have a conversation. We were making this happen regardless.
Yep.
If the power cuts out, everything's backed up, so we'll just cut to it and we'll just have to do a part 2. But I do hope if that does happen, we at least get a cool siren.
Yeah.
The sirens are cool as fuck.
Sirens are a little wild. That's something you really hear more of on like this north side of town because they're located in like North Nashville area.
You not get the sirens by you?
No, I'm up in Madison. I'm a little further north, so you can hear them. But like where you are right now, it's like it's definitely louder here.
The sirens are sick.
Yeah. What's crazy is they test them the first Saturday of every month.
What time?
I think noon. Yeah, it's like middle of the day. But I used to work on Broadway, right? So we'd be down there, and I know.
We can go into that later.
We would the sirens would go off in the middle of a Saturday or whatever, and it's sunny and beautiful, and it's just everyone's flooding this fucking awful street, and this siren's going crazy, and nobody pays any attention to it.
Yeah,
and I'm like, this is how you all die.
Yeah,
this is why this is why you don't survive these situations. Is because you're just like, oh, I don't know what it is, so I'm going to ignore it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know what that is, and it's still freaking me out.
Did the 2021 fuck you up? Like,
not me. We were actually, what was crazy was we were on the road, right? So 2020, we were on the road with that band Spite, a band from Texas, I Am, Burials.
Oh, yeah, I know the tour. I remember the tour.
It was a good tour.
Heavy fucking tour.
It was a good tour, yeah. It was a great one. And that hit, and then like 2 days later, we got taken off the road. So like it was we were gone, and that happened, and I was like, oh, this is fucking awful. Yeah. And then I got, I was one of the guys that was like, I can't confirm that I had COVID at the beginning, but like I think I had it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So this was like one of the tours where they got locked down.
Oh yeah. We still had like 3 weeks left. We've been out for 3 weeks. We still had 3 weeks left, and we got pulled home. But yeah, that happened while we were out, and the devastation from that in like East in particular, like East Nashville, was very rough. Not this pocket, but
where my gym is, like there's like photos on their Instagram of what happened post. Because I used to go to that gym when I was, shout out Gym 5 Nashville, by the way. When I was on tour, I'd always go to Gym 5 when I was in Nashville, and then I came back in 2022, having not been there since about 2019. I was like, wow, renovations, good for you guys. And they were like, actually, the whole thing got completely fucked by a tornado.
Same, Basement East got smacked. It actually used to be smaller, and because of the tornado, they were able to they were like, okay, cool, now we're going to expand it a little bit, and so on. So it's actually better now. They were able to at least improve
Thank God
it.
for that devastating, life-altering tornado.
Yeah.
Never been to Europe.
Yeah.
Were you planning to go and then COVID or?
Yeah, 2020.
Yeah,
KublaCon.
of course.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that would have been so
It's
good.
going to be the Absolute tour. It's going to be them, I Am again, Justice for the Damned and Orthodox. Got rescheduled like 3 times and they finally cut it. And then since we weren't getting offers at certain points, and then any offer we've gotten has just been like, we got an offer the other day. I'm not going to say who, but like dope band. It would have been cool. What? Say it. Yeah.
You don't have to say it. No.
No, we got, and it's nothing to do with the band, but we got an offer for the tour.
Yeah.
And the way that the offer comes in is like, obviously it's a shared bus, and they offered us 4 bunks and we have 5 members. And we're like, we can't do this.
Yeah.
Very small money, because obviously like we've never been there. So you
Yeah.
have to prove it. And I'm fine with that. I understand that our dues have been kind of paid over here, not over there.
Yeah.
Hard money to make. I know we're not going to sell that much merch. So that's hard to do. And then one of us is going to sleep on the floor. I don't know how that works. So it's just like,
It's illegal.
Sure. Yeah.
And if the bus crashes,
Yeah,
the bus
exactly.
company gets sued.
Yeah.
The band that offered you that shit could get sued.
Yeah.
That's
so
crazy.
But so, yeah, just like the offers themselves have just not been enough. And then we got like 3 recently that were all start of this year.
Yeah.
One of them even was like Boundaries offered us the tour they just did. Those
Yeah.
are like our best friends. Fucking love that band. Tour crushed also.
Yeah,
Kind of like
that tour
maybe
was
we should've done
crazy,
that one.
yeah.
But we got it offered and we were just like, right now, the offer they sent us is fair for what, like you can't send an offer to a band on anticipated value. But we were just like, we've waited this long. We may as well wait till this record is out, because who fucking knows what could happen, you know?
Good move.
So we've just been patient, and now our goal is to get out there, hopefully start of next year.
I think there is, well, you said you're 32.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely like a limit in my aging of touring where it's like after a certain time, it's like, I just can't do that for that money. Like I have a life. But I appreciate that you understand you got to take a shitty tour the first time you go. Mm-hmm. But there's no harm in like waiting out. That other one would have been pretty good had you had the beds.
Sure.
But like low key, not offering someone a place to sleep, it's like fucking human rights violation. You got 5 of you, yeah? Well, 4 of you can sleep. The 5th guy's going to have to fucking stand up or rent a van for him.
It may even just be a thing of like the band told the agent to offer it, whatever. And
know.
if it's a European agent, they don't fucking know us. We've never been there. So
that's probably what happens.
Yeah.
And even like we do that a lot. Not a lot, but like trying to share crew with bands so that we can have more bands on the bus so everyone makes more money, because it's the bane of my life. In fact, by the time this goes out, Straight from the Path will have split up. So that's...
Wait, what?
Yeah, we're done.
No way.
Yeah, that stays between us for now. So I think when this record comes out, the offers are going to come flying in, because you're getting offers from friends in bands that know you guys are fucking sick. And then what's going to happen? This record's going to come out because I fucking love it. I was talking to Austin earlier today.
Really?
About how much I love your record.
Yeah.
And I think the offers are going to go crazy, and you're going to get the offers where you're going to have to make a decision. And I wonder where you are, because you come from the hardcore scene, really, but like it's pretty heavy.
I think we've somehow, I don't even say this with any kind of ego. Like it's like genuinely, we've somehow found a way to, I don't know any bands that sound like us.
Yeah.
And we found a way, especially with Austin, who I'm sad couldn't. I literally was telling him today, because I took him to the airport. You texted me, you're like, oh, I've got time for somebody else to come too. And I was like, I'm literally taking him to the airport like 2 hours before we're going to do this. But
he did say, he was like, what time are you doing it at? I was like 6.
Yeah. Another time. Anyways, what's cool about Orthodox is all of us listen to totally different shit, you know? And the way that he writes, I can't even really conceive. I don't understand how his brain works, but he does it very well. And in that, I think where you've found a sound that can meld with just about anybody.
That's what I mean.
You're
going to get these offers.
Oh, yeah.
And it's going to be a band that maybe you think is lame, but it's like,
we've
they're
already
going to
done
make
it.
us some money.
Sure. And I mean, business decisions are business decisions. We got an offer last summer that for a tour, we would have been selling this band's tickets, but they were like, we'll give you this a night. And I was like, that would buy a van, guys.
Yeah, sometimes that happens.
But I mean, coming from a hardcore background, like I didn't do this to hit a ceiling, you know?
Yeah, cool.
And I think that's one of the weird things about, like, sometimes it's a little strange with like hardcore mentality where, I don't know, bands like Turnstile or Pain of Truth get hate because they're being successful. And I'm like, I understand that like kids you don't like now like this. And so it's not your special little thing anymore. But the reason this is able to continue and able to grow and more bands are even able to get opportunities, it's just, I don't know. I don't like things that eat themselves.
Yeah.
And it's just, that's
but
what that is.
It's the same. I think everyone always attributes it to hardcore, I guess, because we're all in the like metalcore hardcore scene that I talk to. But like black metal is exactly the same thing. Like the band is real evil, and then they have pyro or like,
which is evil as fuck.
Yeah, which is so evil.
Fire.
But like
literal fire.
They'll do a tour with a death metal band, and then everyone's like, "Oh, these guys used to be good," and then everyone says they're bad. It happens in every single genre.
Sure.
I would love to see like you guys on like one of those massive like metalcore tours.
I just want to be in front of people. I don't care.
We do.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah. Cut that.
No, leave it. That's what we did. It's just like the metalcore tours. It's just like we did a tour. It was Under Oath. Fuck me, you couldn't. You couldn't do this in this order. It was Under Oath, Spirit Box, Bad Omen, Stray.
That's pretty fucked up, to be honest. Man.
And that was only 2021.
I remember that tour. I remember talking to Tom about that tour.
You would have to have $1 million a night to do that tour now.
Great. I mean, Under Oath would be 204 on that tour now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Which is not even like a dig at Under Oath. It's like Bad Omens and Spirit Box are just, it's unbelievable.
This is what I was talking to Austin about earlier. I can't remember if I've told you about it. And I did it in the intro, so these people already know it, but you don't, and you don't get his reaction from it. The thing I really like about this record is there is a whole, and I'm not putting you into this box, but there is like a 2000s metalcore revival thing happening now, which is cool, and I'm into a lot of it, like the kill switchy bits, the breakdown with the chorus with sounds like Howard, basically Kill Switch 2. Dying Wish does it incredibly, not to say that they're just ripping on it, but like with me, with that kind of metalcore, this is going to sound insane. And this is my thoughts on it is like, why are you as a man singing like a girl?
Damn.
Leave it in the podcast. Leave it in the podcast. I mean that tongue in cheek, but I love it when people can sing. I've got so many friends in bands that can sing, right?
Yeah.
But for me personally, with that music, I'd like never really, like Kill Switch, I like the stuff pre-Howard. Like, I liked it a little bit more gritty. That was all tongue-in-cheek. I'm leaving it in because it's funny. But, so I think Dying Wish, like, escalate the Kill Switch thing for me, where it's like, she sings, like, I prefer the sound of a girl singing. So she makes those choruses sound incredible.
Yeah.
You guys don't really fall into the 2000 revival thing on the heavy side, but your ambient sections, like use of samples, the weird things, like all sound like 2000s relapse bands. Remember, like, you ever hear Burnt by the Sun?
I've heard of Burnt by the Sun.
Oh my God.
Listen to Burnt
So
by the
if
Sun.
you don't even know,
Yeah.
maybe Austin knows, but there's like bits where you'll do like a down tempo section, ambient section. I think the last track has a little weird ambient thing in it. And I'm like, I feel like I'm listening to like a 2000s relapse band.
Yeah.
But you add a little bit of Gojira, Meshuggah, and Randy's insane production on there.
Can't
So,
talk
like,
enough about Randy on that one.
that's how I would sell people, and I have been selling people in Orthodox. I'm like, imagine this. Imagine the cool 2000s metalcore, but then it's new. I wasn't even going to ask you a question. I was just wanting to get that out. Just wanted to get that out there.
Yeah.
This episode is brought to you, as ever, by the wonderful people at Display. You can see them hanging up in the back of the studio, in the back of Madison's little production corner, in the back of my toilet. You can't see that, but it is there. If you're doing a dump at my house and you look behind you, there is a magnetic poster that you can mount on the wall with a magnet, with no drilling, no nothing. You got a little rubbish little hobby? Well, you go to display.com, put whatever your hobby is in. It's going to come up with some cool thing that you can put on your wall in 3 different sizes. I went really British there, didn't I? Free. That's F-R-E-E. But it's not free, but almost like free. Listeners of the podcast can get a whopping 22% off 1 to 2 displays or 33% off 3 or more by going to display.com/the Downbeat and use the code Downbeat. We might as well actually talk about your record.
Sure.
I'm just going to go straight in. How on earth, why Brann Dailor from Mastodon.
Shiloh, our bassist, sells merch for Lorna Shore. That's like his gig.
Oh, sick.
And he did the three-headed monster? Whatever the tour that was like Lorna, Gojira, Mastodon.
Massive tour, yeah.
In that, he, met the Mastodon guys, guess became friends with Brann, and we were talking about who we wanted to sing that part because we wanted to get like a clean part over that. We thought that'd be really cool. And we just were going back and forth on who could do it. We kind of like put out some feelers for certain things, didn't hear back on a lot of stuff. And we were just like, we don't know if we're going to get to do this. And Charlotte was like, what about Brann? I was like, why? Yeah, sure. Why didn't we think of that? And then he reached out, and before he even heard the song, he's like, yeah, I'm down. Let's do it.
That's so fucking cool.
Yeah. And then he had, he's in Mastodon, so he's all over the place all the fucking time. And traveling a ton, couldn't get it done. Literally came down to like, we need this by this day, or when we get home, we got to try like a plan B. And we're in fucking Hartford, Connecticut, and he sends us like the thing that they do where you send the video of the monitor so you can hear the part basically.
Yeah.
And we listen and we're like, whoa.
So he went to a full studio to track it.
Yeah, no, he did it. He did it with his producer. Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
I think that's real cool, and it actually harks back, as if I meant to ask that question first, which I didn't. It harks back to like, if you were, twere you to put in obviously metalcore vocalists into your music, it would make it shit for me. But you picked no shame on anything, but I don't know. I like heavy, I like evil, I like weird.
I'm not the biggest I like singing in metal, but I like singing in new metal most of the time.
I see. But like, I think it's cool. You obviously struggled to find someone that fit the vibe. Was there anyone else in the mix that said no?
We only reached out to one person. They didn't even say no, they just didn't get back to us. We reached out to Julian Baker.
That would have been sick as well.
Cool.
But again, insanely good pick. That fits perfect.
We needed somebody that we knew had volume and dynamic because the part itself like travels all over the pitch. Yeah. That when I wrote my initial part of like, this is what I think would be cool here, we sat down with Randy and he was like, yeah, man, I like your idea, but it doesn't work. And I was like, okay, well, yeah, fuck me. What can we do? And literally, I sent the reference to Brann. I didn't send it. Shiloh sent the reference to Brann, and then he wrote his own part, his own melody, his own lyrics, and sent that back. And I was like, yep.
And it worked. So yours, by your own admission, also didn't work. Like you agreed with Randy, or you were like, mine
not.
It worked.
Well, it worked in my head, but then he like literally sat down on his little Rhodes and like showed me where the notes would have to be, and I was like, yeah, I can understand having the deliberate conflicting note thing could work, but I'm not a singer. Yeah. So like if I did it, it would need to be like, I would need to have a skill right now that I don't. So I was fine with, I'm never closed to critique on things like that, but because Randy showed me how difficult it was going to be to find something for it, I was a little nervous about what Brann was going to come up with. And
Randy just straight up said you couldn't fit any clean vocals in here.
It wasn't that he couldn't fit clean vocals. We were in there for a month, and he was like, I'm having a hard time finding a melody that I think works. So he made a bunch of references that did work.
And he's a genius as well.
Truly, quite literally. Yeah. Hardest working dude I know. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, he was like, these are a couple different things that we could try, and they all sounded kind of like Deftones-y, like major to minor type stuff. But yeah, I mean, Brann did his own thing, and it was nothing like I expected at all, and it was way better than I anticipated by a landslide.
He has one of the most underrated voices in metal, and I don't think it's underrated by people not thinking it's great. I don't think they know it's him.
They don't know it's him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I'm a big Mastodon fan. When Oblivion came out, I didn't know it was him until I saw them live. Mm-hmm. And that was like my favorite Mastodon like vocal performance, and I was like, wait a fucking minute.
Yeah.
It's him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, stoked on that. I met Brann at NAMM. Not the Vietnam War, but at the whatever the music thing was. Yeah, NAMM. I met him at NAMM, and he was just like the nicest guy ever. He was just like fucking hanging out and drinking, and I was like, I had to try really hard not to punish him because like, you're fucking cool, bro.
Yeah,
really want him on the podcast. He said he'd do it, but I don't know. I don't know what happened. You know what happens when someone big leaves a band and then everyone's like, we don't want to do any press. Not that he said that, but I imagine that's happening.
They probably pull it back a little bit, if I had to imagine.
A door left open. Mm-hmm. What does it mean? That's such a festival question, but I actually want to know.
Yeah. The record kind of isn't like a tied concept, but like I like to try to have something thematic throughout every record because it feels weird to just have a bunch of random songs in my brain. And this is all kind of tied around the idea that like everything as blatant as like imagine you came home and your door was open, just that feeling of unease, or you're in your home and the door's open and like you're like the concept is like what got out or what got in.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the cut and dry of it.
The feeling of it. Mm-hmm. You know what? That was on the press release that I read, but I'll say this. It wasn't written very well. I couldn't understand it. I'm going to get so much fucking trouble for that. Leave it in. Right, you say there's no real, concept behind the thing.
When I think of a concept record, I think of like Defeater, where they're telling a story.
Yeah, or Mastodon.
yeah, actually, speak of. But no, in terms of the concept, it's a loose concept where I try to write as universally as I can to where people can, if you're going through whatever you're going through, but you can relate to it, it's not so specific that like you can't connect it on your own. But I use a lot of metaphor and so on. Like Keith Buckley's probably my favorite lyricist. So like metaphor, things like that. It's just what I've grown up writing.
Another genius.
Oh, truly. Yeah. And in that was just like trying to tie things together almost for my own sanity more so than it being important that people understood it's a concept.
There's no correlation between track one and the last track.
Oh, there is.
Yeah, because I'm reading and I'm like
I said, there is a correlation. It is just, it's not deliberate.
Okay.
Or it is deliberate. Sorry, that's not what I mean. If you don't get it, you can still understand the record.
Yeah.
Like I want each song to shine on its own, but then like the last track, I'm honestly very proud of how it wraps with that little spoken thing because I was able to go in and like I made it my point to pull lines from songs that if you just looked at them individually, you'd be like, this has nothing to do with each other. Yeah. But like pull it all together there. That was kind of the goal was to leave a part where you'd be like, wait, I missed that. Now I need to hit play again.
I literally did exactly that in the gym earlier today because I noticed, I was like, wait, that was earlier on. And then I'm looking at the track listings and it's, let me see if I can do this without checking my notes. It's Can You Save Me, Will You Hate Me? Mm-hmm. So Can You Save Me is track 1, Will You Hate Me is track 10 or whatever.
12, I think.
12! Good for you.
The last
Good
song,
for you.
Yeah.
12? Fuck it. It couldn't be me. Fuck me. 10, always. Does that tie up the first track or ties up the whole record?
It's like the tie-in for the record. It doesn't even necessarily like conclude anything. It's just, that was kind of my way of saying like, hey, there was something, there was a point.
Yeah.
Because like the record itself is called A Door Left Open. We actually had a song that I think is like the main tie of everything I wrote around is the song Step Inside.
Yeah.
That was originally called A Door Left Open until we decided that was the album title, in which case I was like, all right, we're going to change that because we're not super big fans of having title tracks because it feels like there's a pressure there. So that's like, I don't even remember what I was saying with that. Essentially the end of the record with that is not like this is over. It's just like hey, so you know, like these do all line up in some way.
What is the little talkie thing?
It's just me.
Just you?
Yeah.
What are all the other samples? What is the sample of the guy that says, I just wasted an hour?
Oh,
it's like,
brother.
I just wasted an hour of my life talking to some idiot because they were hot.
Yeah, brother. That is a voice memo that Shiloh, the Lorna Shore merch seller, some dipshit was just walking up to the table and was like, I just had this, you got to listen to me, man, blah, blah, blah. And just started going, and Shiloh just like took his phone, was like, yeah, totally. What's going on?
Recorded
and just recorded it. Yeah. So that is just some Lorna Shore fan. And the funny thing about it, so the story of it is that Lorna Shore was playing the same venue as Guns N' Roses, but it's 2 different rooms.
Yeah.
This dude, I guess, we cut part of it out because it was like, we don't need a 40-second sample of this guy. But
saying.
Yeah. But like, he was standing in line with his girl for this show that he thought was hot, whatever. And then they're talking about they're ready for the heavy metal show, whatever. And then she was going to the Guns N' Roses show. And he was like, you think that's, you call that heavy metal? You want to know about heavy metal? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, that's so sick. I love that made it on the album. That's what I mean by like the sort of the 2000s metalcore not even, I don't even think you call it an influence, but like there used to be all these
Oh yeah, I mean
talky
that
bits and
to me
samples and shit.
the samples of it and all that, like we were talking about like the samples we want and all this stuff, and a big conversation we had was like the music will speak for itself. We don't need to be serious the whole time. So like the first song ends with a sample of someone going, "If you got a problem with it, I'll whoop your ass."
Yep.
That's Andy from A Plea for Purging.
Yeah.
We did 2 shows with them right like the day before we left for the studio last year, and he blew his voice because poor guy hadn't yelled in over a decade. And he was like at the end of the show, he was like, "Oh, you know, love you, bud," like so on and so forth. And he was like, "I was talking shit about you guys up there, but like it wasn't. I love you guys so much." And I was like, "Oh, what'd you say?" And I pulled my voice memo out, and he's like, "Well, you know, like this just starts going." And then he was like, "You're never gonna fucking be me, bud." He's like, and all this different stuff. And then he said, "Yeah, but if you got a problem with it, I'll whoop your ass." And we put that as a placeholder, as like, oh, we should have something funny here. Because in my brain, we were thinking of like self-titled Slipknot. Like that's like where we were.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting from it as well. Yeah.
And I was like, that'd be a funny placeholder. And then we were like, no, that's just what it should be. That's just what we need to do. So
that's so sick.
Yeah.
You ever think about bringing a guy in? Are you doing these live? Are you doing the samples live?
Yeah. We have a session with a click for Mike.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah. You're a click band.
We're a click band. We weren't until Learning to Dissolve, the last record came out. But that was when we took a technical proficiency step up in the instrumental parts. Yeah. And it was like if we're not on a click, we are going to fall off.
You got crazy tempo changes and so that click must be all over the place.
It is. And Mike, I can't brag enough on like how hard our drummer has worked and how big of an upgrade he was from Let It Take Its Course to Learning to Dissolve. Yeah. And then even just the month we were in there for Learning to Dissolve, those were a bunch of parts. Like a lot of those parts are like Austin, the guitarist, wrote it on the fucking DAW. And so he's just clicking buttons like, this sounds cool. You have 3 arms, whatever.
Yeah.
And Mike did
classic.
And Mike would be like, oh, this part is crazy. I need to try to get there. And so he like was just in the shed every day until Randy, I believe same as like Will, Guglielmo, all of them record drums last.
That's the same, the little collective.
Yeah,
in the
which
MCU
is genius, by the way.
Yeah, the best.
I don't know why I don't know. I guess producers like recording the rest to live drums, but I'm like, it doesn't if you're there for a month, then it just makes the most sense to just record the drums last.
Especially with the technology we have to have programmed drum placeholders and
already sounds
that
real.
Second chorus doesn't work. Let's just get rid of it.
Exactly.
Whereas if you've already tracked the drums, it's like, well, we can't just copy and paste that because there's a cymbal going on or whatever.
And you can't go put the mic exactly where it was. Exactly. You know? Yeah, exactly. So all that said, can't brag on Mike White enough for how much he has just transcended himself over and over again. And this record in particular, he just is a
the drums
animal,
the drums are crazy. Everything's crazy though. The guitar's crazy. There's like weird little guitar noises that I like. There's crazy breakdowns. There's crazy tempo changes. Like obviously your crazy voice. Like
I'm so glad I don't play an instrument in this goddamn band.
Genuinely, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. It's genuinely, as far as heavy albums this year, it's my number 1.
Wow, thank you.
If Death Heaven doesn't count,
I don't know when it came out.
It came out this year, but it's like half shoegaze. So I'm like, I mean a heavy album.
But if you're talking about like, oh, it's half this other genre, like Loathe is coming too. So like,
true.
Yeah.
But you're up there.
I appreciate it.
You're up there. Yeah. Top 3.
We're in the conversation.
Definitely.
We're in the conversation. That's fine.
I fucking love it.
Yeah.
You ever just think about nicking the guy from Vane?
I don't think he's even in it anymore.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
He's doing nothing.
Yeah. It's 5 people in a van's already pretty tight. No offense to people. It's dope when people do it. I don't think we use it enough to need it.
Yeah, it's another mouth to feed.
That too.
It's another bunk to not have on a bus.
How we're going to go to Europe with 6 people.
Yeah. We can give you 5 bunks this time. Oh, fuck. We got a 6th guy. Are you on ears when you got the click, or you're just playing to the band?
It is just Mike is the only one with an ear.
That's how we do it as well.
The band wants to get ears eventually. They all love the no count, shit. I personally don't like the idea of being restricted anyway physically, but also, I don't know, my favorite band is System of a Down, and they're like arguably
number 1.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And they don't play to anything. And they just go,
but respectfully, it shows. Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
But in that, it's like there is like a punk element to that I think you lose the moment that you don't have the shh. Like that
I think for vocalists, every vocalist I know just absolutely hates being on the ears unless they are trying to hit those crazy notes because it makes them that easier for you. You guys did the Stig tour, didn't you?
The Diamond one, yeah.
When was that?
2023.
2023. Did you find, like, at that point, were Stig fans welcoming of Orthodox levels of heavy?
I don't even know what a Stig fan really is.
In my head, they're like punk kids.
Well, I say that because I don't know that we experienced a real Stick to Your Guns tour. It was 10 years of Diamond. And I think we got a bunch of the people that loved Diamond and then fell off because like there were nights where like even Comeback Kid was having to fucking pull from it. I'm like, if you're a Diamond fan and you don't know Wake the Dead, it's like a very weird thing.
Crazy.
And we even just did the Wake the Dead tour, the 20-year tour of that. And we took that because we love Comeback Kid, we love the guys, and Wake the Dead was like the record for me to get into hardcore. So it was like a cool sentimental thing. But we did it with a lot of trepidation because we took the 10-year of the Diamond tour with Comeback Kid, and we kind of ate shit on that sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I asked about the Stig thing because
I think if we did a regular Stick to Your Guns tour, I think we would both smash.
Yeah.
But I just think
they wanted to work.
Yeah. The Diamond fans were not. I don't know that was a proper sample of like a Stick to Your Guns fan.
Have you got like a dream band that you'd want to tour with?
That's not like massive.
No, it can be massive.
I mean, System of a Down. Obviously.
Yeah, it's too easy now. Though.
Yeah, that's
I
what I'm saying.
I was about to say, but not System of a Down because obviously that's on there. Like I want to tour with Metallica.
You know, when I saw my friends in Knocked Loose play the fucking Slipknot self-titled tour, I was like, it'd be pretty cool if we could do the Iowa one.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
how long you got for that?
Till Iowa next year.
Next year.
I think it's next year.
Get it done. Pop this album. Listen to this fucking album.
Yeah.
That'd be a good fucking
Slipknot, if you're listening, it's out.
That'd be, I mean, very good friends with V-Man, so there's every chance.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously, you always want to do the tour with your idols and so on. I think in terms of like the within reach bucket list bands I had, we've actually gotten to tour with all the ones that haven't broken up. So yeah, it's a weird question for me.
From what you're saying, it's like you want those 2000 new metal, like big ones.
I just want to play
to a lot of people.
I want to play to a lot of people because I would say like Orthodox live is a force. And I feel like there's plenty of people who don't like our music that like watching us.
I've never seen you and I'm gutted for it.
Well, it's fun. I will say I've toured a long time. Very little to do with myself. The band behind me is better than almost every tour we've been on. Like they are so talented. It's
Love
insane.
it when that happens.
You know, we've been touring the band has been touring since 2013. This collective has been a thing since 2018. And it's very locked in. Our energy is very all over the place. I think if I was to like pick what could we do, I would just like to play. I want to play to a room that's like full, but it's not already people that know us. I like the idea of playing to people that are like experiencing brand new. This is this right now. I've never heard of it. And it's surrounded by people. Cause it's like, if you see it in a basement, there's like two of you, like, it's cool. But like when you see it in a room full of like 500 to 1,500 people, even bigger, whatever, the energy is going to consume you no matter what.
Yeah. Like a 3 of 5 or a direct on one of those bands. That perfect. The Goldilocks slot.
Yes.
Being either just before the headliner and people aren't there to see you, but you got the full room, or like a bigger bill with an even bigger headliner, but that room is still filled.
Yeah. And I also love the idea of playing to a crowd that isn't like, if we did like a hip hop tour, I think because we are a very groove oriented band, we could win a lot of people over in ways that they wouldn't expect. And I think one of my favorite things about touring with people, at least when the bands aren't absolute fucking dickheads, is the friendly competition of it. Like, I'm going to smoke your band tonight. I love that shit.
That's the direct support one where I'm just like,
dude, people all the time are like, oh, they shouldn't have taken this band out, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no. If you as a headliner are not taking a band that makes you go like this, like you're like, oh shit, we got to go up now.
Yeah.
Then you picked the wrong band.
Hang on, that wasn't the Diamond Tour. That definitely wasn't the Diamond Tour. Which was the one that Kubla Khan was on?
That was before. That was the one before it. Yeah.
Like, I love Stick to Your Guns.
Yeah.
Love them to death. Love every guy in the band. I saw Kubla Khan support Stick to Your Guns at the Gramercy on that tour, and it was rough. They fight. Like, there's a level to, like, if you're not taking a band that makes you fucking pinch your asshole a bit, but, like, they smoked them.
I mean, I think, obviously, you know how far in advance tours are booked now.
Yeah.
We've got a tour for May, June 2026 right now.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that they probably had that tour booked 6 months in advance, if not further.
Before they were hot.
And then, you know, Kubla Khan's been on a steady, like, upward trajectory for the last, like, 10 years. And then suddenly it just became 90 degrees.
Yeah.
It speaks to the character of Kubla Khan to be like, we're not going to drop your tour.
Yeah.
We're going to do this because we said we would.
They did another one of those recently. Sorry to cut you in. I remember seeing it was like Whitechapel, Lorna Shore, Kubla Khan, someone else. I was like, none of these bands need each other.
It's true, but that's also... it's Sanguisuga Bob was the opener.
Yeah.
That lineup. I had a lot of discussions with people about that lineup, about like, why is Kubla Khan under Whitechapel?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, that's where like legacy plays a part. And like, if it's not a deathcore headliner, it's flipped for sure.
Yeah, true.
But it's also like Lorna Shore being a deathcore band is like, oh, we get to take Whitechapel out. Like that's there's a band I'd love to tour with. It's Whitechapel.
Whitechapel, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I did Whitechapel's first ever UK tour in 2007 on the Somatic Defilement tour. We were label mates in the UK.
Yeah, heaviest record in deathcore ever, by the way.
They invented, I mean, I don't want to say invented because Devourment was doing it and stuff like that, but they pretty much brought to the mainstream the gen, huge gap. Gen. Like, fuck me, the first time I heard that record. They were kids, I was a kid, they like stayed at my parents' house and shit, and then now they're like,
oh dude,
Tennessee boys as well. I guess
Nashville,
that could happen. Do you know any of the guys?
We played their Christmas show a couple years ago. I know that some of them are fans of the band. I'd love to do it. I think it's just a matter of I think it's because this record hasn't come out yet. We haven't been on the radar for people. A lot of people, like, if you're very in the know, you probably know Orthodox because we've just been touring so much, but we haven't had a record. Like, we've already surpassed the peak of last record's success before this final single, this record was even out.
And I will hold my hands up to being that person as well. Like, I always saw I knew the last record and I saw the name on the lineup and stuff. And then you put these singles out and I just went, holy fucking shit.
We came out swinging incredibly hard on this record. I think.
What was the first single?
Searching for a Pulse. Well, technically Commit to Consequence was the one with the long sample.
Yes.
Wasn't a single in the sense of it wasn't a part of the album rollout for A Door Left Open, but we were about to go out with Comeback Kid, and we had a plan to put Searching for a Pulse out in March. So we were like, we may as well do this so like people are already looking at it.
Is that the one with Andrew on it?
Yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah. Mate, so you want to just
go ahead and do it. Yeah.
Make him do.
He did that part
work.
Almost every single night.
He always does it. Always, every time I've ever seen him. Every time he tours with a band that he's done their part, he's on the stage.
I thought we'd get him 3 or 4 times, and every night I'd look around and he's just running towards me. I'm like, all right, here he is.
The man loves music.
Oh yeah,
he's like he's like an old head at this point. Even though
he's like in his 40s.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting up there as well.
Yeah, now he's also, I'd say, I think because Comeback Kid isn't like what is the hot sound right now. Yeah, people forget how good that band is.
And they were like, I remember
they shaped the genre for a minute.
Turn It Around fucking changed my fucking life. Like, I started a band that sounded like a cross between that and Poison Oil. It wasn't very good. It is on Spotify though. But like that fucking changed it for me, especially because I was a metal kid and I was a hip hop kid and I was a punk kid, but never did any of them meet other than the odd new metal song with like a rapper on it. And then like, I think Comeback Kid was the first hardcore band that I properly heard. And I was like, wait a minute, this is punk, but it's also metal. What? Are you fucking for real?
That was the same thing for me. It was like, I grew up, I mean, in Nashville particularly, it was like Christian metalcore and deathcore. And then like I heard Wake the Dead and I was like, that was really cool. And that was like the first record, I think, outside of the Linkin Park, System of a Down, like new metal stuff that I grew up with. That was the first record where I was like, this is a heavy band without like breakdowns. That I was like, oh, I like this.
Yeah.
So
Wake the Dead's got to be one of the best choruses of all time.
it's an anthem. I don't know what other songs in hardcore does everybody know.
Yeah.
Like Cursed by Ceremony.
Yeah, but like even then, not crossing over into like you could probably play it at like a rock night and people are gonna fucking
Dude, they play
sing.
it at hockey games.
Really?
Yeah, I heard it. I actually texted Lauren and Chase are in one of my fantasy hockey leagues, and I was watching I think it was the Nashville Predators are playing the LA Kings, and I just hear in the background like, what is that? Like, what the fuck?
That's so sick.
Yeah.
They sometimes play Fortune Teller at MSG.
That's dope.
Yeah, like, and every time it's on TV, someone sends me a video, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I like hockey, but I don't like know enough about it. It's probably my favorite out of the US sport. I'd say hockey and basketball probably.
Sure.
I don't really care about baseball and football, but like, that's pretty fucking cool.
For sure.
Big fan. Are you a Preds guy then?
Oh yeah, big time.
Go Preds. Actually, when I went, Preds were my team that I picked. When I came to the States for the first time in 2016, I was like, guys, I've got to pick all my sports teams. And I was doing it based off, I didn't want to know anything. And I was just like, I'm going to see what comes to me.
Uh-huh.
And the Predators came to me because at the time, I thought their logo was like the Whitechapel logo, but it's just the Tennessee thing.
Yeah, it's the TriStar.
Yeah, the TriStar, and I thought it was a Whitechapel thing. So I was just like, oh, fuck yeah, Whitechapel one. Yeah, that's my team.
That's hilarious.
And then I picked the Cleveland Browns. Madison will be stoked, Cleveland native. Because everyone said, I was like, I don't care about football, what's the worst team? And everyone said Browns. I was like, okay, that's my team.
Yep.
And then...
Do you know why they're called the Browns?
Why?
Do you know why they're called the Browns? The first coach of the team was something Brown.
And it was
It is named after the coach.
That's like a salt of the earth story.
Yeah.
That's actually cool.
Yeah.
Did they still suck? Does anyone know?
I think they make the playoffs occasionally.
Well,
Yeah. The last couple of years, maybe.
let's go Browns.
Let's go
Let's see if I
Browns.
can. Odell Beckham Jr. Is that a Browns player? I think it is, or it
Beckham
was.
soccer.
No, that's David Beckham.
David
That's
Beckham.
the only reason I remember this guy's name.
Okay.
Which then brings me to my baseball team, the Rockies.
Okay.
And that was purely because it's right next to the venue. And then I went. I went, and then there was a guy on the team at the surname Reynolds. And then the hat was CR, which is Craig Reynolds. And I was like, okay, that's my team. The only one I haven't actually got, is my basketball team. It's because I don't have a funny reason to support one. I just have like Chicago Bulls 96 was so big.
Oh, yeah.
That actually came to the UK.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like I actually just am a Bulls guy.
Yeah.
But that's it. You got other teams? You like other sports? You a sports guy?
Ish. Yeah. I mean, I enjoy sports. I grew up playing it. I'm one of those weird Tennessee people where like I love the heat because I grew up on a baseball field like 6 days a week, basically. In terms of sports that I follow, hockey's probably the only one. I follow it pretty closely.
Yeah.
But if anything's on, I'll watch it for the most part.
Hockey, I think I like hockey and basketball. I do actually want to talk about your singles. But hockey and basketball, I think I get on with them the most because even though the equipment's totally different, the scoring is much more similar to football to soccer.
It's a fluid game.
Yeah.
It's not, and that's one thing. Once I started watching hockey, they hit so much harder than they do in the NFL.
Yeah.
People, if you don't go to a hockey game, you don't understand the speed because of the camera relativity.
Yeah.
But you go there and you watch them go by, and you're like, "Whoa, that's crazy!" And then you also see how big these dudes are,
And you see them smashing into the side.
into
Yeah.
each other, and then they land on. It's insane.
Also, the fighting, cool as fuck.
Dope. It's dope, right?
So sick. They get in trouble for that?
They get a penalty.
What's the penalty? Just
5 minutes in the box.
they don't get like
They get
if
kicked out. No,
in
not
the
in the
UK.
NHL.
In the UK, there's been like in soccer, there's been
Yeah.
like maybe like 10 pivotal moments where like a player's like punched another player or headbutted him.
I was
or
gonna say
something.
the FIFA like 2011, the World Cup, when the old dude on whatever team was in the finals headbutted the other guy, and that was like his last game.
I'm pretty sure it was Zinedine Zidane for France.
It was.
Yeah. That was the sickest shit ever. But like, he would have got fined like insane amount of money, public apology, all this fucking shit.
No, literally hockey fights. They fight, and then there's videos you can find without even really trying to find it, where like they'll have the fight. There's if you're interested in hockey fighting, there's a really good documentary called The Last Gladiators, and it goes into the mentality. So the league has like tried to make it to where fighting is not as prevalent as it used to be, but it was like you had players that straight up like could hardly hold a stick, that their entire role, they were called enforcers, was to go out.
I've seen the movie with Sean William Scott where he's an enforcer.
Goon.
Yeah. Sorry, carry on.
It's essentially that was a huge thing in the NHL where it was like these players just could fight. Yeah. And there's a really crazy documentary that goes in and follows these different fighters and talks to them now about how insane it was to like be in your hotel room trying to nap before the game and be like, I have to fight tonight. That's and like the mental, awesome. It's insane.
That's cool
but,
as fuck.
Yeah, in that, like, there's so many videos of people being like, hey, you guys are whooping our ass, and you want to give me one? They're like, yeah. It's like just a part of the game. And there's even videos where people are.
What do you mean by give me one?
Like they'll walk up like, hey, we're getting our ass kicked. Give me one. Like, let me try to fight you to swing the momentum. And it's like a sportsman thing.
That's so sick.
It's not even always a fuck you for doing that thing. And there's so many times where they'll get in the box and they can talk to each other from the opposite boxes. There's like a video of a guy who used to play on the Preds, Austin Watson, got in a fight with some dude, and they're sitting there talking, and they said something about like, oh yeah, he's like, oh my god, my cardio's done, and whatever, and they just bullshitting back and forth, and the gate's about to open up. Like, yeah, man, have a good rest of the season, and they just shot back on the ice. It's so sick. It's so wild. It's such a crazy concept to just because they're not pulling any punches, they're beating the dog shit out of each other.
It's a real thing.
Yeah.
You play hockey as well.
I think my fascination with hockey is because I played so many sports growing up, and I straight up can't even skate.
Yeah.
I think it's just so many things that I understand what it takes, and I do not have any of it. And so,
have you like fully tried? Because there's like everyone I know in heavy music that lives here pretty much is in a hockey team. I don't know if they're in the same hockey team, but like Jay Weinberg, Tom from Stray, like they all play.
I have not. I've skateboarded my entire life, like since I was 4 years old. So my center of gravity going this way, impeccable. The moment I start doing this, I'm on my ass.
Bilateral as well instead of one.
So like I'm sure that I could do it, but it's like, I mean, like we mentioned, I'm 32 years old. I don't have a lot of time to start a brand new, physically demanding and injury-prone hobby. That's me crazy expensive.
Yeah, that's me with everything now. It's like, I would like to get into this, and it's like, well, I can't really afford to because I've got to play the fucking drums. Mm-hmm. And like even soccer, like football. God, what's happening?
No, you're here now, baby.
Yeah, I know, right? I just have to do that. I have to say yogurt. I say yogurt, bro. But like Matt Nichols from Bring Me the Horizon has broken his hand twice during a tour because they'll go and play football somewhere. And it's like, I don't want to be the guy that has to phone someone else to get in.
Yeah.
You mentioned skateboarding. I was thinking about skateboarding today, and I was specifically thinking about how crazy it is that it's so big in the States when you don't have healthcare, because the amount of injuries in skateboarding is like crazy. I was actually thinking about.
I've never thought about that correlation.
Like,
that's wild.
It like takes guts to take it up, because it's like you fail a trick and it's like, well, that cost me fucking 20 grand.
Yeah, truly. I actually don't even know. Like for the bigger skaters, I imagine if you sign on with the team, there's probably some sort of benefit to it.
But that insurance premium must be crazy. Like, what do you do? Oh, I do vert ramps. Oh, okay.
Oh, gotcha. You fly in the air 15 feet after a 15-foot ramp. Got it.
That's going to be fucking 9,000.
Yeah.
You ever bailed and like really fucked yourself up?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've been skateboarding a long time. There became a point where I realized that I was not going to be, I will never be the best skater in the park unless I'm there with two other fucking dads at 8 a.m. It's just not going to happen. And I just gave up on the competitive side of it and was just like, this has been something I've been doing since I was 4 years old in my grandmother's driveway. So I just started figuring out what tricks do I just enjoy doing and what things are just scary enough that I could get hurt, but I know how to fall on it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where my sweet spot has been. Is it's more just like a cathartic thing that I do every couple of months now, more than it is trying to build my skill. And so I haven't gotten really hurt in a long time, but I mean, there's like parts of my body that pop weird because like my wrist will just like,
oh my God.
Yes, sir. That's skateboarding.
Madison's face. Care to do a neck crack for the guys? This one's crazy. And then we'll see what I can do. You can do your neck pretty good, and you got that mic, you got it mic'd up. It was in there, but there was so much like
Jingling.
Yeah.
just debris around your neck that it didn't work. But thank you.
heard the grass
I can
myself.
do an ankle.
Okay.
Yeah, see if I get the other one.
Nice. Ooh.
And that's from drums. Where was I going with skateboarding? I had a really fucking. I was going to bring it back round. Shit. Oh yeah. Do you take a board on tour?
Used to.
Do you call it a board?
It's a skateboard,
It's
a
a
board,
skateboard.
whatever.
I don't
It's all the same shit.
You used to, but you don't anymore.
Not anymore. I work during the day when we're on tour as well, and also
Is this,
getting old.
is this booking agent stuff?
Yeah.
That's your side gig, real gig.
It's they pay my bills. So
Gig.
So I work a lot during the day, but also the older I get, I'm not like a big like in the gym fit guy. I'm not out of shape, but like I don't ever want to perform and not be fucked at the end of it.
Yeah.
So for me to do that every night, I can't risk what could happen just from bending my knee the wrong way,
Yeah.
doing a plain trick. Like the worst injury I ever had skateboarding was on the simplest fucking trick ever. I fell, probably half your audience will know what I'm talking about, but I went up and did a fakie, just a tail stall, dropped back in on the ramp, and just foot was in the wrong place. Lost my balance, fell and tried to like run the fall out. You know, have you been falling forward? So you try to keep up.
Oh, yeah.
As I'm running, there's a box. A box literally is just like a literal box that you can ollie onto. And it's to the side of this ramp. It's flat edged. It's not sharp. But I'm kind of like in this moment have like a decision of like, I'm either going to take this into the shoulder in the front, or I can maybe try to dive and get on top of the box. And I think I just waited a tenth of a second too long. And I dove straight into my hip. And I had what I think is called a vagal effect. Something like that. Essentially where one nerve is so overstimulated that all of your other nerves malfunction.
Oh, the vagus nerve is the one that goes down the whole body. Yeah.
So basically that happened and I couldn't see, hear, or speak.
For how long?
Or not speak, or smell.
For how long?
Like until my dad came and picked me up from the skate park. I think I was
Holy shit.
18 and I was graduating high school like the next day. And I just called him from inside my shitty old Jeep and was just sitting there with the chair leaned back and I was like, I think I need to go to the hospital. He's like, what? Where are you? I was like, I'm at the skate park. And he pulled up. I've never fought passing out so hard in my life.
Yeah.
It wasn't even, I say it wasn't that much pain. It fucking hurt. But it was the craziest thing because it like split the skin, but there was no blood. It was just like bright white. It was so weird. So weird. And
That's like
it didn't,
fat.
I don't know.
Probably.
But it
Not
was
calling you fat, but like
well,
white
like
is like.
when I say it didn't split the skin in terms of like a cut, but like it was such a high impact on that area that like it was not what it was supposed to be.
Probably pushed all the fat up under the skin or something. That's crazy.
And you know, we go to the Vanderbilt emergency room and sat there for so long that I eventually was able to just walk to the room.
Yeah.
And they said the vagus or vagal effect, whatever it is. And I had a bone contusion, and that was it. Nothing broke.
Yeah.
But like simplest shit.
You don't want that happening on tour.
Exactly. That was. I don't want the simplest thing. I don't want to hit a rock and hit my head. I don't want to do something that's going to. As much as I enjoy being able to do the recreational things when you're on the road, like there are skate parks in different cities that I love, but it is a job.
It's the things that we do to like make sure we can keep doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Even to the like my visa. If I get in a fight, I'm fucked. I'm going home.
Yeah.
So like, I have to be such.
Just call me in Austin.
Such a fucking
We got
pussy.
you.
Not that I ever am outside the arena the other day, but in my head, I have to be
Sure.
like, if someone does something fucking gnarly, I have to be like, right, they need to swing first, or like I'm going home.
Sure.
So it's like the things. You stop skateboarding for the rocking. I stop fighting people for the rocking. It's fucking really annoying shit. I never skateboarded. I like, tell a lie. I did skateboard for a small amount of time, and then I got way more into BMXing when I was like a kid.
That's scary.
I didn't find it scary because I cycled with my dad loads when I was growing up, and then it just like, when all my mates were getting into skateboarding, I was like, well, I can already like ride a bike pretty well. Like I did mountain biking with my dad. And I was like, well, I'll just go to, it's still cool. I'll go to BMXing. And I did it for quite a while. And there was two moments there was one moment where I should have quit. And then the second moment where I was like, no, I'm quitting. And it was like about the same time I'm getting into drumming or whatever. One, I came off a ramp, and I came off my bike, and my left eye, I think it is, whichever one of my eyes has a scar, like here. Is it my left eye? Madison, you know, you see me up close. One of them has a scar like here, which actually gets worse sometimes, depending on how dehydrated I am. And I hit my eye into somebody else's stump eggs on their bike. And it blew up like this. And it was like, that could have taken my fucking face out. It's probably responsible for why I'm so fucking depressed. Like doing that when you're a kid.
That's
like
one of those stories that makes, like, it made my ass, like,
Yep.
like bend a penny tight. Like, that's crazy.
That's like fucking Kubla Khan supporting Stick Your Guns, asshole fucking tight. And then the other one, the one that actually made me just go, nah, never again. Again, coming off a ramp, landed the trick. Can't remember what trick it was. Landed, but span the wrong way on my handlebars. And I was like, in my head, I was going to spin it to the right, and I spin it to the left.
And you were shifting your body the other way.
And I shift my body the other way, and my nuts went straight into it. And they were, let me tell you, big black balls. Like it was fucking insane. It was like fluid in there. Like they were black. My dick was black. It was fucking crazy.
I can't wait to see the Twitter where it's just the video of you going black balls.
I'm going to do that.
Yeah,
we'll have that as a cut, please. I had such a huge black dick. It was fucking, I had a fucking BBC, guys. It was fucking insane.
I've always wanted one.
I know, right? And then I was like, nah, that's it. You can take my eyes. You are not taking my manhood. Yeah. And I gave up, and I never did it again. And I always missed it. But then now I'm like old enough to realize, like you're saying, like I can't get injured.
Yeah.
I don't want to be injured, and I can't get injured. We need to talk about your fucking single. Jesus Christ. We were on it, right?
Yeah,
and we were on such a good trajectory for it.
And then we talked about Come Back
and then we talked about,
okay, so first single was Searching for a Pulse.
Which was what I was going to say.
There we go.
Is that the one that was about a recurring dream?
Yes.
Would you like to explain the recurring dream, please?
At the time of us writing the record, I was living with my girlfriend at the time, and it was this dream that I would have where we'd be somewhere on the other side of the country, and I would be told that the house was on fire, and then whatever various obstacles, they all changed from dream to dream, time to time. But I would get home just in time to see that the house was on like its last ember, and girl and 2 dogs are dead. And that was the dream. Like every tour that happened at some point.
Girl being your girlfriend at the time. Mm-hmm. So the dream was you were away from home.
I was on tour.
She was at home. Mm-hmm. Girl and dogs are dead.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a nasty dream.
Yeah. Big stress dream. It just ultimately comes from like, people don't realize how stressful it is to have people you care about back home, because whatever happens, you can lend as much support as you want, but you are powerless to what is happening in your home.
Yeah.
And that was like, I think I've always been like the protector type.
Yeah.
And so that was like the biggest thing for me, was like, if some shit happens, like I am to be found, but it's nowhere here. And that was even like, you talk about the tornadoes.
Yeah.
Like there was multiple times when we'd be on the road and I would know that a storm is hitting Nashville, and I would just stay up and keep an eye on the storms and like keep talking with whomever until I knew it was gone.
Yeah.
It's just like that weird stress of like, you love what's here so much that your body's like, but what if you can't do something about it?
Yeah. I mean, I have literally, the reason I brought this up was because I have literally the same recurring dream pretty much.
Jesus.
But it's not like a fire, but it's always either zombie apocalypse or some kind. I think there's been a tornado one, zombie apocalypse, end of the world, like nuclear shit. And it's always exactly the same. I'm away from home. My girlfriend's at home. And I can't get there, or the whole thing is trying to get there, or there's texting that's not happening, or any of that shit.
And like that shit happens too. Like not the zombie apocalypse yet, but
I'm stoked for that though. I'm well up for
tornado warnings and zombie apocalypse.
Zombie warnings.
Imagine
color.
Zombie tornado.
Zombie. It's got to be a movie. It's got to be from the people that made Sharknado.
And then eventually they versus each other like Freddy and Jason.
Yeah, see? That's a fucking
zombie shark tornadoes.
That's a Marvel universe right there.
Honestly, it feels the same.
I have those same recurring stress dreams. as well as the normal ones. I got my teeth fall out all the time. I sleep very, very badly, and it's just filled with nightmares.
That sucks.
Constantly.
My buddy Dan Colombo and also Austin put me onto magnesium pills. You got them? Yes, sir. Oh, you got them right there.
Not only, that's my egg. Shit. I lost my egg. Not only do I take them, but I make them. That's stage flight, which is that's an empty one, unfortunately. But magnesium glycinate, great for sleep. Here's the issue. This week I've been having nightmares because even though I own this company, I can't get it shipped to my house in time before I go on tour on Thursday. So I have one bottle and I'm saving it for tour. So this week I've been sleeping like dog shit because I can't fucking take it.
Just go get some regular magnesium from the fucking store and put it in that bottle.
It's too late for me. I'm going in 2 days.
That's fair. Okay.
Do you have any other recurring dreams, or was that just a moment in time?
The teeth one I think happened. The teeth one I'm pretty sure is you're going through immense change, like that, or like seasons of heavy change. Which
Are you a dream believer then?
As in,
like you believe in the meanings behind them?
I mean, I do think it's crazy how interconnected they can all be. In terms of like, I dream, it's like some,
we're having the same dream.
It's like I could like chocolate and you don't, you know? So it's like taste buds aren't the same, but like somehow we can have the same dream and it mean the same thing. And I think that kind of goes to like, we are all people, whatever. I think that some of it is a little far fetched. However, I think the thing that people don't realize so much is like one of the biggest insecurities that I think most people have is their teeth.
Yeah.
And so like it makes sense that like you're going through high stress, high change, that like you're going.
And I'm British. Fucking get that teeth dream.
You're gonna naturally like dream that like something's happening with not only like something that you're insecure about if you don't like what your teeth look like, but like this is how you eat.
The other one I get, sorry to just in my dream doctor now.
Yeah, it's all good.
I was hoping that you'd have more, but so I'm just gonna have to fill the air.
Yeah,
with
go for
more.
it.
The one I get the most is that all my skin is burning off on my face. Look at her, you're nodding because I wake up and tell her every time, and it's either nuclear fallout, some kind of extreme. I think I had one where I was locked in a sunbed and it just melted me. And the problem is that when I was growing up, and still now, I watch like my.
I was about to ask if you watch Final Destination.
No, but even worse than that, my like go-to movies are like extreme Japanese gore. So my imagination is like, I don't even need my imagination. Like I saw that in a movie at some point. So then my dream's just like, let's just fucking pull from this, pull from that. That one I think I attribute to, I had a friend that died of skin cancer really young. And I'm terrified of the sun.
Sure.
And I have these dreams where like my skin is melting, and always I think in the dream there's like a doctor going like, yep, you're fucked. Pretty much. Anyway, sorry, it's got dark. It's got dark real quick. Okay. The one annoying thing that with the press stuff, like I love getting the records early, right? I need to put in a little disclaimer here. And maybe you can help me fucking do this.
Okay.
Send me the fucking lyrics. They never, ever send the lyrics. I get the blurb and then I get the thing. And I'm like, I can't even fucking understand what people are saying on the best of days. Like just talking in a shop. Yogurt, let alone when you're fucking scream. Exactly, yogurt. Let alone you scream yogurt at me. It doesn't I don't know what you're saying. You scream yogurt. So I can't even ask you a correct question on how do the lyrics relate to the dream. But is there a thematic, is it a story in the dream, or is it more of like
that one actually has a little bit of storytelling. I mean, it is again written a lot in metaphor, but like, how does that one even start?
I'll play it right now.
You don't gotta do all that. I'm just going through it in my head. I'm trying to think of where. I mean, like the ending of it says, already gone, fully engulfed, yet here I am begging them, searching for a pulse, or to keep searching for a pulse.
Yes. So it is literally the whole telling of the dream.
It's a lot of like what the dream makes me feel, but there are elements that are from the actual dream, that are from the dream itself.
Do you still have the dream? You said girlfriend at the time, so that's
correct.
She's not dead or anything. I don't have to say.
No.
Sorry.
We just parted ways.
It's
but,
fine. You don't have to go into it. I just need to know my levels of joking, but it's fine. Do you still have the dreams?
I have only been on tour one time since, and in that, I don't remember if I had it or not.
Good for you.
Yeah, maybe I didn't. That'd be nice if that one stopped, because that was a scary one. But at the same time, the moment that something of new significant importance arrives, like it doesn't mean that I'm any less powerless to like what is happening here when you're not,
Yeah.
So it could come back in any sort of form, but hopefully it won't be that one. That was pretty bad.
I still have dreams of a dog that I had 7 years ago. That's the only one that ever and they used to suck so much. And it would just be like, I'd be hanging out, not even with any of the people involved. I'd be hanging out and that dog would be there. And at first it sucked. And then now when I get one, I probably get one like once a year. And now when I get one, I wake up and I'm like, oh, that was nice.
Yeah.
I felt like I saw the dog.
Yep.
So I'm not going to do fucking hour on fucking dreams, guys. Don't worry. We're going to mix it up. Are you a movie guy?
Oh, yeah.
Top 5.
Top 5.
Give me that top 5.
Shawshank
movies.
Redemption is probably my favorite movie, I would say.
Used to be top of the IMDb for so long.
So long.
And then everyone found out about IMDb and they ruined it. They ruined my scale.
Yeah.
Fucking great movie. Have you ever been to no, that's Green Mile one's here, isn't it?
Ohio.
Green Mile is here, but I have been to the Mansfield Penitentiary, which is where it is. And dude, it was unbelievable. Yeah.
Is it haunted?
I'd be surprised if it isn't. Yeah. That's also, have you played Incarceration?
No, but we're going.
And that's the same.
where
Yeah,
it's
that's
at.
the same.
That's where it is.
Yeah.
That's
Show
that
you
prison,
that.
yeah. And what's crazy
gonna
is there
look
is
for
still an
ghosts.
active prison in the back of it.
No way.
So you have like the whole like old prison in the front where Shawshank was shot, but there's like you can see out the back. They're like, you can't go out that door because there's inmates back there, and it's just a normal prison behind it.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah,
Are you
you're-
playing it this year?
No, we are not.
You said that like gutted.
I mean, I would love to
Neither are
play.
we.
That's the one. Like, obviously, I want to play in front of as many people as possible, but like, this is a Shawshank Redemption tattoo. So to play
Yeah, fuck
at
yeah.
Shawshank,
You could get another Shawshank tattoo there.
sure, maybe.
Because it's a fucking ink fest. I only realized that the other day. I was like, yeah, we'll go see some of the boys. And then someone was like, oh, yeah, I'm going. I'm like, oh, cool. And like, yeah, I'll be working most of the day. I was like, wait a minute.
Tell you
What?
what's crazy? Didn't know that.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't know that.
Did you?
Yes,
Yeah, you
it's
knew.
called
Yeah.
incarceration.
Incarceration.
You know,
That's like a whole thing.
Yeah, it makes complete sense.
Have you got any festivals this summer?
No, we've just got our headliner. So
You feel like me. You know that you should be on all these festivals.
I agree.
And you're not. Yeah, I'm the same thing.
There are definitely bands that I see on lineups like that. I'm like, who the fuck put you on this lineup?
It's fucking, it's
I'll be a hater publicly. Some
Yeah.
bands on these lineups are fucking bad.
a lot of them, but a lot of them are managed by like a friend of someone else that's headlining, like loads
I
of this
just
shit.
don't even understand, how do managers that have good bands have so many fucking terrible bands?
Because they're addicted to money.
But there's no way these bands are making money.
Yeah, but eventually they do because they just throw some of them because they throw it. They just stick it down your throat.
I guess.
Probably talking about all the same bands.
I would say. You want to?
Have you got any actual beef that you would say like hands down?
I don't have any beef. Do I have any beef?
I have so much beef.
There are bands that I think are undeserving, obviously, but that's my own ego.
I think it's warranted though. Like a lot of like festivals in general are you've got your headliners and then you've got your bands that deserve to be there and then you've got your bands that
Our favorites are the bands who are managed by the headliners.
yes, you have the bands that are a favor for those bands and then you have a very small window left of bands that the promoter of the festival thinks deserves to be at the festival, like regardless of ticket sales.
Yep.
And I feel like those sections are getting thinner and thinner, like especially the like favor bands.
I mean, now the like ticket sales for everywhere are fucking terrible right now.
Are they? I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Festivals included? Or is it because all the festivals this summer are so good? Like the lineup for Incarceration is fucking insane.
I haven't actually heard much about like the DWP means Danny Weber presents to people, but DWP stuff, like I haven't heard any of the results for that. But I mean, also like, I don't know, Warped Tour sold out immediately. So I guess like festival stuff, maybe it's doing better. I just know that shows are hard sells right now.
So's everything. T-shirts are fucking down. Buy a fucking T-shirt. My T-shirts are down. Everything. I think it's because everyone knows there's like a recession coming.
It's possible.
Everyone's a little bit like, should I do that?
Not only that, but like everything's so expensive that I think a lot of people just don't have the excess.
Yeah.
And
I
they're,
think
better spenders than me.
I would love to. Yeah, same. I would love to see the festival like figures because I think looking at it on the outside, I would assume ticket sales are down because the festivals this summer are so fucking stacked that people are just like, I'll just wait for that. Little do you know, the band will clash. We got festivals next week. You're on the festival tour. Rock Am Park, Rock Im Park, Rock Am Ring. Always wanted to play them.
Nice.
Guess who we clash with? Pick the number one bands right now that you would not want to clash with.
Overseas?
I would say worldwide in heavy music.
Oh, I mean, in like our world of heavy,
I would say they still probably fall into our world, but
okay.
Not Spirit Box.
Gojira.
No, think biggest fucking heavy band in the world right now.
Metallica.
No, not as old.
That's what I'm saying.
You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it.
Rammstein.
No, you're gonna kick yourself. You're in the right realm with Spirit Box.
With Spirit Box? Okay. I mean, Knocked Loose.
Sleep Token.
Oh, well.
I love the fact it didn't even pop into your head.
Yeah.
But yeah, we clashed with Sleep Token on both of those fucking things. I'm just like, we might as well fucking go home.
Yeah.
There's no fucking point.
Sleep Token's one of those bands. It ain't for me. I understand why people are so infatuated by it. I didn't like Imagine Dragons the first time. So like it wasn't really my thing.
Well, you didn't have beef, but there's the beef.
No, but here's the thing is instrumentally, those motherfuckers are crazy. I think it's really just, and the singer's not bad. I just don't like it. Yeah. And that's fine. I would see it if I had the chance to see that band, I'm going to see that band, you know?
Yeah. I think I had like a turnaround moment. I agree with you. I'm not putting Sleep Token on, but at the same time, like I'm really not putting a lot of bands that I'm best friends with on. Like I listen to weird fucking shit.
Sure.
Like Armenian jazz. And like I got a weird taste bud. But like they got Billboard #1 this week.
That's that. And here's the thing. It's not my thing. And there's so many bands that even in like my direct sphere of influence, whatever, that I don't care about. But like I've learned that it doesn't do any good to be upset when somebody does well.
Yeah, like that is so good for all of us.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I was a kid and you would like, there would be gateway bands where you would be, you know, it was the band that not me in particular, but I had a lot of friends where their parents wouldn't let them listen to heavy music because it was just screaming. And then you'd have the odd band that had a chorus and their mum would let them listen to that one. Sleep Token is going to get so many people into music. And then they might be like, oh, I really love the instruments. I really love this heavy part. And then someone shows them Orthodox and they're like, oh my God, it's in your still developing musical child brain, they will go, oh my, if they find Orthodox on the right day, they'll go, oh my God, it sounds like the heavy parts of Sleep Token. Like we know it doesn't, but like to a brand new person to the genre, and then Orthodox is their favorite band.
Yeah, for sure. You saying that just made me think about our second single that came out, Sacred Place. Yeah. It's like the alarm clock song.
Explain the alarm clock riff.
It's, if you hit play on our Spotify, it plays.
But I feel like outside of our genre, no one really knows what alarm clock riff means.
Sure. But the amount of people that are like, this sounds just like this fucking Wage War song. And I'm like, you clearly were just doom scrolling and we popped up because you don't know what you're talking about. It sounds like Meshuggah, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But
Destroy, Rise, and Improve, yeah.
But it's just funny that the like how people correlate certain sounds to what they already know. Yeah. And you just bring it up like, oh, this sounds like this part of Sleep Token. And it's like, if that's how you find it, whatever. Yeah. I'm not that sexy. I'm sorry. But like
in my golden years, I'm going to call myself fucking old, but like I've come to see all that stuff a little bit more positively when someone's like, oh, it sounds just like this. And then like you're saying, it's like, you probably never heard that song in your life. Sure. It's like, okay, you are just getting into music. Do your thing, get really annoyed on the internet, do your thing, and I'll see you in like 3 years.
And I'll tell you what's funny is like with how things go now is like I knew we were doing better because people didn't like it.
Yep.
If you're only reaching the people who like your band, you're not growing anywhere. But when I started seeing people being like, this shit sucks, that singer sucks, whatever. Like the amount of times that I've just responded my bad to people being like, I like everything but the vocals. Like it's just
you're
like,
a clapback. I'm a clapback guy as well.
I'm a clapback, but I don't like to be like mean. Because at the end of the day, you're acknowledging what it is. If you say some like actually off the wall stuff, I'm like, all right, bro, you deserve it. You need a little bit of help. Yeah. It's not like don't even pay any mind to that. But like, I don't know what's an example. Some kid the other day when we released "Keep Your Blessings" was like, he said, "This is my least favorite of the singles, which isn't saying much because it still rocks." I'm like, "You're trying to say a compliment, but you."
German honesty. Did you check where they were from?
I don't think they're. I think they're from. I don't know. The name was. I don't remember what the name was.
Hams.
But I responded and just said, "Ain't reading that essay." Like just stupid shit.
Oh, I love that one. That's a good one.
Just like dumb shit. It's like I don't like bands that are like, "I'm gonna go in on you," because we're not mean people. I'm not gonna be that on the internet. I'm not gonna like win one over on you to make myself look better, because I don't want to. If I can get somewhere without stepping on somebody, that's just the better way to go.
Yeah.
But I do think if you give something, you have to be willing to receive the same thing.
I feel that. I've just realized we started talking about Shawshank. We started talking about your top 5
movies.
movies, and then we did this.
Shawshank's number 1.
But yeah, let's get this out here. Some people say I'm bad at interviewing. It's like, number one, it's not an interview, it's a podcast. But that's the problem. It's not ever going to be like, give me this, because little do you guys know, you might want to watch an interview. To be in an interview is one of my least favorite things on fucking earth. Like, here is a thing. Tell me that thing. Okay. Here is another thing. Tell me. There's no human connection there.
Sure.
So we need to have a conversation that goes off on incarceration. I didn't fucking know incarceration was a tattoo thing. Blah, blah, blah. Even this bit I'm doing now is still deferring from give me the rest of your top 5 movies.
He's lying. That was all scripted. Another one, a little bit controversial now, but American Beauty, fucking unbelievable movie.
I thought you were going to say a Serbian film.
Little bit controversial. Sure. Yeah. You know what's funny is you said earlier, you were talking about like, I grew up, I love Japanese gore.
Yeah.
And in my head, you're like, I like really fucked up stuff. And I almost said, a Serbian film? But I just literally didn't want to put that out there.
It's been on the podcast multiple times.
Okay.
I'm a Serbian film apologist.
Ooh.
I think it's a true horror movie.
Okay.
You want to be horrified? Put this on. They should be called horror movies.
My ass right now.
And then
thinking about that
I know,
movie. Yeah.
it's rough. So you've seen it.
I've watched enough.
You watched the scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. There should be 2. There should be scary movies and there should be horror movies.
So how do you? Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, you want a jump scare? You want The Nun? Scary movie.
Cool.
You want to be horrified, but within the realms of it not being a snuff movie, horror movie, Serbian film.
Yeah, Serbian film's almost a snuff.
It's not real though. It's horror.
Okay.
It's now a bit that I defend it on here.
That's
and
great.
It's like, it's terrible.
It's like awful. I'm like worried this is gonna get flagged because we mentioned it.
No, we didn't mention what happens. Madison, you seen a Serbian film?
Nope.
She won't watch gore with me, so it's like she's never gonna watch that. It's rough.
I like slashers and stuff like that. Past that, gore isn't my thing, and that sounds horrific.
Yeah,
on all ends.
Yeah,
so you know what it is.
I know what happened.
Yeah.
I'm not interested.
Yeah. Go watch a Serbian film.
Anyway, American Beauty is your controversial pick. Mine's
it's
a Serbian
only because
film.
fucking Kevin Spacey wanted to be a pedophile, but
In real life or the movie? Because it's both.
It's both. Turns out he was perfect for the role.
Yeah, he nailed that role.
Yeah. You're talking about horror. I don't even know that I'd say this is like a top 5, but I do think this is just worth mentioning in a movie conversation where we brought horror up. Hereditary ruined other horror movies for me for a while.
100%. It's the best horror movie in forever.
I would say, to the degree that when I talk about that movie and people are like, "Oh, I don't like it," I'm like, I don't understand how you don't like it. Oh, I understand why you don't like it, but it's set up. First off, A24 is amazing at being like, "Oh, it's gonna be a jump scare," and then it's like, turns out it's just fucked.
Yeah.
But that movie, I went and saw it in theaters with like me, a couple people, a bunch of the dudes from Chamber, and we were all like cutting up, having a good time. Like it's just us and like 2 other people in the theater, so we're talking a little bit, having fun. And I'm not gonna say what happens because go watch Hereditary, but you know what happens. You know the turning point. That turning point hits, and we are silent. Nobody says another word until the shit's done. And it's one of those movies that, in terms of being horrific, I think what they do, it's not even, there's nothing in it that is scarier to look at than Smile. There's nothing in it that's as gruesome as Serbian film. It is just...
Shout out Serbian film.
Shout out, yeah. That's the title of the episode.
Shout out Serbian film. Perfect.
It's one of those things where they create situations. I think one of the fun things about scary movies is what you're saying is you're watching this happen and you go, "Oh, well, this is what I would do."
Yeah.
There is multiple points in Hereditary that aren't even like slasher, this guy's trying to kill me things, where I don't know what the fuck I would do.
Yeah. It's I would put it honestly in, if we're subgenring horror into scary and horror, I would put it in horror.
Oh, yeah.
And I think anyone that says they don't like Hereditary likes like to be jump scared.
Sure.
And likes, so many people didn't like the ending.
And okay, here's even the thing about the ending that I love is the fact that one thing that Hereditary does that scary movies don't do is scary movies, they prey on what you don't see so that they can throw it at you. Hereditary is just like, here you go.
Yeah.
Look at this. You're going to look at this. You're going to watch this now. You still watching? Because it sucks. Like, it's so intensely just badgering to your brain that by the end, the actual most gruesome thing you see in the entire movie is that ending scene, but they use it as this conclusion where clearly at the end of the film they put this beautiful song behind it and you're looking at the most fucked up visual you've seen the whole time,
whimsical music,
and you're relieved. You feel relief looking at the craziest shit that you've seen the entire time, and you're just like, oh, thank God it's over.
I loved it. Loved that. I loved Midsummer as well.
Didn't like Midsummer.
See, I loved it, but it's an 8 for me. Madison puts it above Hereditary.
I wouldn't say above it. I say they're equal in my head.
So I went to see Midsummer not long after Hereditary. Hadn't seen much about it, and that opening scene is so fucked up that I was like, oh, it's A24. It's probably going to be similar, and then it was nothing like it. It may be one of the most beautiful movies ever made, but I maybe need to go back and see it.
When the old people jump off the thing.
Crazy, yeah. It's nuts.
Smash the fucking head up.
It's crazy.
My kind of shit. Just missing one thing that a Serbian film has in it. That's a fucking joke.
Every movie is just missing that one key ingredient of Serbia.
I know. Right?
It's just Serbia.
That's it. Disclaimer, I've seen a Serbian film once, and I'm just doing a bit that I love it. However, it horrified me.
How big is the poster that he has for the movie above your bed? Like, is it?
It's like,
It's actually a still. It's a
Still.
It's a cell from one of the scenes, and I got it blown up.
Signed.
It's actually above the bed. Yeah. It's
Okay.
above the bed, next to a mirror.
You want to
This
see
is
it when
rough.
you wake up. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
It's all in the pod. Hereditary in your top 5 because
I'll put it there just for the sake of this conversation because it is one of those movies that I think when I think of horror movies, that is the best of that.
Did you see Beau is Afraid?
I did not.
I didn't really. It was a head fuck. It's like Ari Aster was doing loads of acid.
Okay.
So it's literally like very accurate acid trip movie. But like and I hate being that guy because I fucking hate it when I make music and everyone loves my first record and not the fucking third one.
Sure.
However, give me another Hereditary.
Straight up. But also the pressure, I mean, as you understand, the pressure to recreate what did so well, you're like, I can't just go do that again because then who's going to give a fuck?
Difficult third album.
Yeah. But
Slipknot did it 3 times though.
yeah, they did.
In a fucking row.
Yeah, they did. I'd say Volume 3 might be my favorite.
Yeah. You know what? I saw that on that album cycle. I was lucky enough to see it again. Top 5 movies. Slipknot.
Subliminal Verse is great record.
I saw Slipknot in 99. I saw him in 2001. And I saw him in so I saw him on all 3 of those records. And Subliminal Verses came out around the same sort of time that I was getting into really heavy stuff. And it just ticked all the boxes for like...
I think if I had to pick a favorite, Iowa is probably actually my favorite. But I think their best songs are on Subliminal Verses.
I think if you put and I hate to be that guy as well, but I am that fucking guy. We're all that guy. If you put the mix from Iowa on Subliminal Verses...
Even if you put Corey's vocal delivery from Iowa on
I mean, that's
Subliminal
like
Verses.
best of all time shit.
Dude. That's so like...
Biblical shit is just like crazy.
Yeah. I mean, that was... I took vocal lessons before this last record from a guy named David Benitez, and he was like, what do you want to sound like? I was like, I want to sound like self-titled Iowa Corey Taylor. And then he was like, here's how you do it. And that was like what I channeled. That's what I channeled. This is what I tried to do.
Yeah.
You know, because
it's in there. You can hear it. You got that thing where you can actually hear... You can hear the words.
Yeah.
It's not just a...
Exactly. And it's that level of ferocity. It's just so hard.
Did you sniff a crow? Do you remember that rumor? I don't even know if it was a rumor.
What?
He used to sniff a crow before he tracked. That was a
Never heard that in my
was
fucking life.
90s rumor.
That's crazy.
Like classic, like issue of Kerrang in 1999 was like they had a dead crow in a jar.
Do you think the Marilyn Manson rib thing was also in Kerrang?
I've talked about this before. I think it was in a live podcast. Isn't it crazy that before the internet, that was worldwide?
That transcended metal.
That was, everyone knows.
Imagine if you got royalties on rumors.
That one is like, you'd be a fucking billionaire. That one's being traded on NASDAQ.
For sure. There are people who only know Marilyn Manson from going to church with Kanye West. Are like, didn't he suck his own dick?
Didn't he? Yeah, it's fucking insane. I can't figure out how. Someone must have started it. Or it's true.
Maybe he started it.
Maybe he started it. Like, and there's like old footage, and he's like, when I got a rib removed, let me get a hell yeah.
Dude.
That's crazy. That rumor, and then there was another rumor. The one of Keenan and Kel was dead. When I was like, this is the ones that went around my school. Marilyn Manson
sucked his own dick.
Got a rib removed to suck his own dick.
Almost the important part.
One of the Keenan and Kel was dead, right? It was just before the internet, so you couldn't just check. You couldn't just fucking ask Google.
Yeah.
But there was a huge rumor. Maybe it was specific to my school, but it was like, when we were kids and we were watching Keenan and Kel, and it was like, yeah, shame one of them died. Yeah, that is sad. Like, it's like fucking completely made up. One of the first things I Googled when I got Google back then, it was like Yahoo. I was like, is Kel? I think it was Kel.
Is he still working a good burger?
Kel dead. Wasn't dead.
Yeah.
What else? They were the two big ones.
Those are big ones. I never heard that one. That might have been just the overseas, but
which is weird because it's not really a big thing in the UK. Like, why would we have the Keenan and Kel rumor? You'd think you guys would have the Keenan and Kel rumor.
Yeah.
You got I can't even think. Hannah Montana. I always get
Gaga had a big one.
Gaga.
Herbie and,
Herbie and Trans.
Yeah.
That was fucking.
Was it her being? This may be a slur. Was it her being trans or her being a hermaphrodite, like having both? Is that a slur?
I don't remember.
I don't think
a
it's a
slur?
slur, but the correct term is intersex.
Okay,
but you're not going to get in trouble for saying that.
Let me know in the comments if that's a slur.
Oh, that was fucking. That really popped me. That was great. Woo! Yeah, maybe it was one of those. No, whoa! I got another one from my childhood. There was an intersex one. Jamie Lee Curtis was that when I was a kid. We had Marilyn Manson had a rib removed to S his own D. We had one of Keenan and Kel, TBC, is dead, and we had Jamie Lee Curtis had both sets of genitals. That was it. That was the top three. Anyway, what's your fourth favorite movie?
Oh man, I'm not even going to pick one. I have a hot take that I think the Oceans trilogy is one of the best trilogies ever made. Oceans 11, 12, and 13.
Me and Madison just looked at each other, and it's not because we know anything about these movies at all.
I do. I know something about the movies.
I haven't seen them.
Okay.
Right? So you could try and sell them on me. Madison's not seen them either.
I saw the one with the women. I saw that one. It was Sandra
Ocean's
Bullock.
8.
Yeah.
Ocean's 8. Does that fall into the trilogy?
No, that came years and years later.
Wokeified it.
Literally.
They bloody
Same
wokeified it.
universe.
Same universe, but they don't. There's 11 characters. There's 11 in the first one. There's 12 in the second one. There's 13 in the third of that trilogy. That's why they're named that, and they couldn't pull a single cameo in Ocean's 8.
Wow, that's crazy.
Not one of them.
One of the people in Ocean's 8 is supposed to be related to one of the characters from Ocean's whatever.
What's her name?
She was played by Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
So
it's supposed to be Danny Ocean. Is supposed to be her brother.
Who
I'm
plays
pretty
Danny
sure.
Ocean?
George Clooney.
Okay, so that's just the fact there. Right?
Yeah,
That sentence
that's the
took
tie.
that long to say.
Yeah.
That Madison smokes a fuckload of weed.
Respect.
And edibles and whatever. And one day, she's dying right now because one day in bed, there was like an ad for something and she's talking about Oceans, whatever. And she's trying to explain to me that someone is the sister of someone. But it was like, George Clooney was in the movie. I think we were watching Fantastic Mr. Fox or something. Okay. And she was trying to explain to me that his sister is in Ocean's 8. And this conversation
George Clooney, not Danny Ocean.
This conversation went on for like, I'm not even kidding, like 25 minutes of her trying to explain. And I was like, Sandra Bullock's not related to George Clooney. And it was this whole thing. And it ends up she just meant the characters. But she said that part in her brain.
That's hilarious.
And hadn't said it out loud. So I'm like, like I'm fucking gaslighting myself. Like, am I an idiot? Are they related? Like, what the fuck is going on? Anyway, so how'd you like the trilogy?
Yeah, it's great. No, I would say it is well worth watching. Do you like heist movies?
I do. I can't say.
So
Heat. Is that?
Oh yeah, that's
Heat's
like the heist movie.
Yeah, okay.
But
So I like
what's
them.
cool about Ocean's 11, 12, 13 is it's all heist movies done with no violence. So like it's a lot, I don't want to say wittier than the other ones, but like it's a lot more creative in the way that they accomplish things. There's also like this weird, they give you just enough for you to be like, wait, what the fuck was that? There's like enough of a context clue for you to know what it is supposed to be, but you don't know exactly what it is. Like talking shop about like, oh, we need this role and this role or whatever.
Yeah.
But they just leave so much unanswered because it's not crucial to the plot, but you're just like, wait, what the fuck is that? What is that? And you don't know if it was real or not. And not only that, the cast itself is fucking unbelievable. The score, the soundtrack, whatever you want to call it, is fucking unbelievable.
Who is it? Do you know?
That did the score?
Yeah.
I don't actually know. I do know, shout out Callous Cowboys, literally sampled the, have you listened to their new stuff at all?
I haven't. I heard the singles, but
The one that starts with the
Oh, yeah.
that is from Oceans.
Are they getting away with that?
It is not from Oceans.
Yeah, fucking hell. Great band.
Yes.
I haven't seen any of those. I do like a heist movie, like Heat, The Town. It's in The
Great.
Town.
Yeah, great.
Fucking love that
Yeah.
movie. Unreal. What's your number 5? We're just fucking waffling.
Yeah. Oh man, number 5.
I like this though. I like movie chat more than music chat
Yeah,
sometimes.
we've all said the same. Oh, what was your single about? The same sad thing a lot of other people wrote about most of the time.
Sad.
We all, life sucks, we're all in it. So.
It was like I hated podcasts post-COVID because every conversation was like, how was it? It sucked.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Well, what did you do in lockdown? It's like, what?
I jerked off. What's your number 5?
Number 5.
I didn't prep
Hold
you
on.
for this
I'm
either, but
actually
I
gonna,
kind of like
you know what we're going to do? Do you have Letterboxd?
I do, but I always forget. We watch a movie every single day. I just
literally- I
forget
forget
to
to
do
do it
it. I'll only put stuff on if it's a 5 or a 1.
I like Letterboxd because I think I'm hilarious and I leave fucking reviews for things. I don't know if anybody else enjoys it. but
I actually
enjoy
think
it.
I'm hilarious on there as well. What's the one where you think you're the most hilarious, and I'll do the one where I think I'm the most?
I can't believe I didn't remember this was off the top of my brain. Silence of the Lambs.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, literally Hannibal tattoo. Like,
Sick.
yeah, I think that is the best, one of the best psych thriller. I love a good like detective story too, but I love any movie. It's almost like the Darth Maul effect. Obviously that came way later, but like where not even the focus of the movie becomes everyone's focus.
What do you mean?
Like Hannibal Lecter's not the main character of that movie.
The villain.
He's not even the villain. He's just a bad guy that they used to help catch the villain.
You right. But he is a bad guy.
He does do some crazy shit when he escapes and all that stuff, but he's not even like the antagonist. He's not even the focal point.
You like him. You end up liking it.
Yeah, movies where you
A
end up
Serbian
liking
film is a
great
great
example
of a movie.
You come
where
around,
like
you're like,
the
I
antagonist.
understand why this happened.
Yeah, I would do the same thing. Fuck this guy. Keep that one. It's all tongue in cheek. This is comedy, people.
Imagine how many people will get insulted if they hear this and they're like, well, maybe I need to watch this. Babe, do you want to watch the Serbian film tonight?
He did what?
You get a little TV dinner, heat it up in the microwave. You watch a Serbian film together. It's lovely. Anyways, a movie that is maybe just as niche, not as fucked, is a movie. Our favorite, Kevin Spacey, is in it.
Huge.
United States of Leland. Have you ever heard or seen
No.
that? Ryan Gosling, super young.
A Serbian film, young? Or? I got to stop making these fucking jokes.
just
bro.
Kevin Spacey young.
Oh, shit. Fuck. It's rough. It's real rough.
But he essentially, you can cut this if you don't want a spoiler alert, whatever. But essentially, he murders. He goes to a juvie facility because he murders a mentally handicapped kid. And this whole thing is revolving around like, why did he do it? All this different stuff. And I won't give away like what happens, but like by the end, he explains his reasoning, and you're like, oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, sick.
And you're like,
Is that your
dude.
top 5? Is it? That's in your top 5, or you're just telling me?
Top 5 is
Oh,
Shawshank.
Hannibal.
Yeah, Hannibal. We're gonna say Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs.
Rounds that out.
You're just explaining this.
You're just
I was
talking
going to say 2 spaces in your top 5. That's arguably worse than me talking about a Serbian film so much.
You could make that argument if you wanted to. I
got 2 Tom Cruises in my top 5.
Are they both Mission Impossibles?
Yeah, it's Mission Impossible 2 and Mission Impossible 2. Twice.
I need to watch all of them before this last one comes out because I want to see it in theaters.
I've only seen the first 3 and I loved them. I have a group chat, which is me, George Schmitz, that used to be in Stick to Your Guns, and Tom Williams from Stray, and it's just called Cruise Control. And we're big Tom Cruise fans, and we just post Tom Cruise news in there.
Have you gone to the Church of Scientology on 8th Avenue?
No, we got one, have we?
Yeah, 8th Avenue, man.
Anyway, no, Mission Impossible. We have this group chat about Tom Cruise, and George always posts in like these crazy stunts he's doing. I'm like, I need to watch the Mission Impossibles, but there's just so many.
Yeah, but I think it's not like a Fast and Furious thing where they're bad. I would imagine that they're all pretty good. It's just I don't particularly love Tom Cruise enough to lock in for what is now 8 movies.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Great soundtrack.
I do love him. Great. But you're talking about Mission Impossible 2?
I'm just talking about the theme song.
Oh. I was about to do James Bond.
That's what's in my GoldenEye, the video game on N64 is in my head right now, and that's not what it is.
Dun 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 dun. Anyway, fuck. Okay, we need to talk about some music at the end. We're not gonna have time.
Wait, is the second one Top Gun?
2 Truths and a Lie. Top Gun, no. What did I? You want my top 5s?
Well, you said you had 2 Toms.
The 2 Tom Cruises in my top 5 are probably Eyes Wide Shut and The Last Samurai.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen The Last Samurai?
I have. It's been a long time.
It's fucking sick.
I think I saw it on VHS. That's how long it's
Fuck
been.
yeah, I remember that VHS shining away. We ain't got time for the... If you want more longer episodes, you're going to have to give me some fucking money for the Patreon because I run out of space on all these fucking things. Okay, that's why every episode is like 2 hours long. What's your top 5 bands? We're not going to have time for 2 Truths and a Lie, so I'm going to get that top 5 bands.
I mean, System of a Down.
Yeah,
I have 3 System of a Down tattoos. Like that is my band. I love that band.
What have you got? The Hand?
No, I've got Steel.
Oh, that's cool.
This is Killers Never Hurt Feelings is actually from This Cocaine Makes Me Feel Like I'm on This Song. And then recently I got on my chest, There's No One Here But Me, which is from Soldier Side.
You are a serious system head.
My dog's name is Surge.
Wow.
Yeah.
I bumped into, it was actually really nice. Who's the guy with the little beard?
Shavo, the bassist?
Yeah.
Yeah, Shavo. Armenian, though. You love Armenian jazz.
I love Serbia. So, no, so
it's the same thing. Have you seen the Armenian film?
He came an Armenian film. It's twice as bad.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, when you got to get off that bit. No, it's funny. I love it. He came up to me at NAM, that same NAM, and he was like, "Hey man, I love your podcast."
Oh, that's dope.
And I was like, "Sick, you want to come on it?" And he was like, "Yeah, definitely." And he was like, "But I don't want to talk about System of a Down. I want to talk about my new band."
Yeah. 7 Hours After Violet.
And I didn't. I think I got his number, but I didn't follow up or whatever.
I met him because Taylor, singer for that band, sings for that band Left to Suffer. It's a buddy of mine.
He's in that band.
He's the singer. He's 6'7", 250 pound motherfuckers. Yeah. That's him.
I saw him the other day. Saw them for the first time the other day.
So he was in LA. We were playing Midnight Hour on that Stick to Your Guns tour, actually. And I texted him. I was like, yo, I know you're out here working on the stuff, whatever. If you want to come to the show, let me know. He's like, oh, dope. I'll let you know. And then he texts me, and he's like, you like System of a Down, right? My Instagram handle is literally Steal This Adam. Like, it is a System of a Down reference. He knows very well that I love System of a Down. We talked about it. And I literally just responded, like, what is this, a fucking bit? And then he FaceTimes me. I'm in the fucking Jersey Mike's behind Midnight Hour, like, about to pay for my food. And I'm like, hold on a second. And I answer, and it's fucking Taylor, and he's like, hey, you got to meet somebody. And I'm just like, dude, he's about to literally introduce me to a member of my favorite band. Yeah. One of the only bands, like, I don't get starstruck or whatever. I don't even really, like, if I see somebody I admire, I don't want to bother them. Yeah. I'd have to fight the urge.
Yeah.
Like, and he hands the phone to Shav. He's like, oh, what's up, man? How's it going? I was like, dude, I hate to punish you right now, but, like, I got to show you this. I showed him the Steely. He goes, oh, that's crazy. That's my handwriting. I'm like, oh, shit. Sick. So I met Shavo, in a Jersey Mike's in LA.
He was really, really nice.
Yeah, he seems to be.
He was like super down to earth. I was like, and I didn't really notice until he said in the sentence, like, I don't really want to talk about System. And I was like, oh, now I understand who this person is, because it was just a random guy that came up to me and was just like, oh, I like your podcast. It's like, oh, okay. And then he said that, and I was like, oh my God.
You realize who you're talking to.
It's the guy from System of a Down.
It's like the probably top 3 most successful metal band of all time.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, especially because they haven't put a record out in
Do they have a drummer?
20 years. Yeah, John Dolmian.
Is he still...
Right wing as hell?
Well, I know that. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, good for them if they can all get on with insanely differing politics.
Yeah,
I thought he would have got booted. I don't know,
No,
for the beliefs.
I can't imagine how deep that contract runs. On like a business
I'm
level.
just saying, because I could fucking scoot in now, just quick nip at me.
Yeah,
saying their
his
bad
parts
life.
are cool, but it's definitely not what makes the band. So System of a Down,
Yep.
Linkin Park, like Hybrid Theory Meteora was like changed my life level music kind of thing.
You want to bring this all round to Scientology again or not? We move on from there.
Wait, I don't. Oh, because girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have to. Go.
I don't know anything about it.
Move on.
Yeah.
I don't know either.
I will say, didn't hate the new record, which shocked me.
Didn't hate it.
Didn't hate it. And it wasn't something I'm like going to go listen to, but I was like, oh, you tried to do the Chester thing just enough to pay homage, but like the songs are completely their own thing, which was cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I haven't heard it.
Yeah. But Linkin Park, I think also is like what killed nu metal while bring it to the surface at the same time. But
What do you mean? Went to
I
pop?
think, no, not even went too pop. I think that they did it too perfectly. Like nobody else could touch it after that. Everyone was trying to do Linkin Park, but like you're not gonna be able to give me by myself directly into In the End on a record. Like it's just not gonna, you're not gonna be able to do it. So those two, I feel like I'm just gonna end up giving in to like the inspiration type thing.
I like it though, because to listen to your band, I wouldn't like necessarily think of all of these like 2000s nu metal bangers.
You have to still throw Slipknot in there because that's just one of those bands for me. I'll put one out there that I don't think a lot of people would know. Trash Talk.
Nice.
Fucking
In a top 5.
love Trash Talk.
One of the most insane live bands.
Quite
ever.
literally, I hadn't seen them until Furnace Fest like a year or two ago, but I listened to them through. Like that was the band that made me want to sing for a band because Lee sounded so mean. I was like, this is just the most pissed off thing I've ever heard. You know?
What a fucking cool guy as well. That guy's
I've never
cool. I've never met him, but I mean, like, I'm a 38-year-old man, and I'm going to say from the outside, I don't often say this. That guy's cool
as fuck. Yeah, dude. Babylon's dope.
Yeah.
He's just like, oh yeah, we just opened this like the most beautiful store you've ever seen in Tokyo.
Yeah, the coolest shit I've ever seen.
I'm gonna do a Nike promo video, front flipping off a stage. Like, what a
that's cool shit.
Life.
That's fucking cool shit.
It's crazy.
It's a nice top 5. You want to do a little segue from this?
Sure.
Got any underrated? And I'd like to give you some recommendations if you don't. Underrated nu metal bands, because you said that you think Linkin Park killed it. I feel like maybe you've got an affinity for nu metal. Any that flew under the radar for most people?
Okay, Third Strike.
Never heard them.
Dude, Third Strike, this record right here, Lost Angel.
Look at that nu metal artwork.
Yeah.
Shit font, shit picture.
Dude,
Love
literally
it.
looks like a fucking back of a buckled jean.
Yeah.
Just fucking terrible.
Did you ever fuck with American Head Charge?
I enjoyed it. It wasn't my favorite. There's another band. This is another one of those like Roadrunner one and dones, 5.0.
I remember 5.0.
Record is 5. It's called Untitled by 5.0. It is the only record on streaming. That's another one that I think went under the radar.
Did you ever hear 1 Minute Silence?
No.
From the UK. That was like the UK's only nu metal band that like had export potential.
Okay. Cool.
I'm pretty sure they were on Roadrunner. Maybe don't hold me to that, but it was like we had 1 Minute Silence, which was fucking amazing, and a band called Pitch Shifter.
Okay. I've heard of Pitch Shifter.
Which was like nu metal meets Prodigy.
Okay.
But like coming back to that stuff now, I do like the Y2K aesthetic now more than I did at the time.
Mm-hmm.
At the time, I think I was looking at like Metallica and bands like that, and I was like, I want to look 80s.
Yep.
And then now when I'm looking back, and I'm like, I really want a pair of Air Max 95 neons. You know?
That's crazy.
I fucking want a pair of those, and like I want my artwork to be shitty and bubble writing and fucking. I want everything to look like it. Basically, right now, my aesthetic that I don't even do in myself or my brand or anything, but like I just like to look at is a 1998 issue of PlayStation magazine.
Yeah. Nope.
Everything like that.
Yep.
That whole vibe. I can't bring it into anything I do,
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
but I like to look at it.
Yeah, it's great. I've got two others in my brain that are not old, but if they came out earlier, probably would have blown up. But there's the band My Ticket Home, got a record called Strangers Only.
Toured with them on that record.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Was it
Loved
with Expire?
them. Yes.
I was
It was.
a...
Wait, have we met?
No, but funny thing happened at the end that we can talk about after this.
We can't talk on this.
Don't want to imply anybody, but just a little violent happening that happened during your set because some dude wouldn't let go of Drew.
Oh.
So some drunk, it's at the end in Nashville.
Yeah, I remember the
Some
show.
dude will not let go of Drew's leg, and some dude who looks like he does this kind of thing walks on the stage, circles around Tom and Drew, hits this dude one time from the stage, steps off the stage and walks to the back of the room, and that dude's just laid flat.
That was crazy about
It
that.
was-
I can't remember.
It
That was an off-date show. I remember that.
Yeah, that was a really good show. But yeah, Strangers Only from My Ticket Home, awesome.
Yeah.
There was a band that broke up right before I think they were about to do something. They were called
Straight from the path. Sorry, carry on.
Dark Complex. And they have a record called Point Oblivion.
They recorded it with Machine. I know the band. The producer Machine that did Lamb of God.
I know who Machine is. I think Dark Complex recorded everything themselves.
What?
I'm pretty sure.
Is
their
it dark,
singer-
dark with an E?
Yeah.
It's Machine. Machine fucking produced it. I guarantee you.
Look him up because I know I met the singer. I filled in on drums for this band called Drown back in the day for a tour, and they were based out of Houston. And met the singer, and like was in his room. Was me, Gus, who sings for that band Omuerta, fucking awesome band.
Great band.
Was hanging out. He actually filled in on bass for that tour too.
That band's crazy.
Omuerta?
Yeah. So weird.
Yeah.
I'm listening to you, but I'm Googling this.
You're good. But I remember. I'm trying to remember what his stage name was. Vincent Void was what he wanted to go by. Because he did a guest spot on the first Orthodox LP.
The singer or
The singer of
other guy?
Singer.
Because there was another guy that did like a rapping bit.
Yes.
Yes.
But the singer was, I'm fairly certain produced that record.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he did a different record. I'm sure Machine did something.
Maybe he did, I think it's called Crows. Also, I met Machine recently, and he's fucking awesome.
Such a nice fucking dude.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's fucking, I don't know. I heard a record that Machine did with that band.
Yeah.
Or a song.
Sure.
And it had a guy, the rapping guy had a really new metal vibe.
Mm-hmm. Very
And he had-
ICP.
Yeah, it was like he had a really cool tone to it, and he had this weird little snarl at the camera, and I was like, oh, that's cool, that's pretty 90s.
Yep.
I think they were, I think you might have just said this, but like before their time, like
They were, if
they were after their time,
Literally-
and before their time's comeback.
they were the first band I ever saw do like an Instagram live. They had their branding down. They had like, the singer had a mask. It sounded like if Hybrid Theory came out post TikTok, literally.
Yeah, and they were too late for
For it
actual
to matter.
new metal,
Yeah.
and they were too early for this revival. Maybe they'll come
Yeah.
back. Maybe they'll come back after this.
Maybe.
We did an extensive section on the Isaac episode talking about a French grindcore band. So maybe they'll come
also
back.
Playmo, great new metal band.
Playmo.
Yeah,
Fuck me, I haven't heard that fucking, like, where are they from?
France. They're like the French Limp Bizkit.
The French Limp Bizkit.
French Limp Bizkit meets Chimera.
We've just
you
turned it all around. We've gone all the way back to France, to old new metal, grindcore, back to France. Every episode is going to end on France right now.
We got to get it to Serbia though. That's where we got to get.
We
it to.
got to get that. There needs to be more Serbian new metal bands, but most of them are just off doing naughty business. That's a shame. It is a shame. Let's just end it on a nice note about a Serbian film. It is a shame that a lot of people, that's all they know Serbia for. Serbia's not like that.
I know.
The director just wanted to make a movie that was really, really bleak. And he was like, there's no movies really made in Serbia. I'll just call it a Serbian film. And it's a horrible film. You shouldn't watch it. By this point, you probably turn this off to go and watch it. And it's your fault. And all the jokes I made about a Serbian film are just jokes, you know? coincidentally, as well as being jokes, it's a good horror movie.
It's in your top 5.
It's in my top 5 one and dones.
Yeah.
I'll put it up. No, I wouldn't.
Sure.
Fuck me. This is stop.
Link is going to be in the bio.
I put it up there with Two Girls, One Cup, One Man, One Ice Pick. Mind the Gap. Anyone remember that one?
I don't.
Well, Mind the Gap was a guy, he got his head caught at a train station and it smushes the bridge. The thing is like that and it slid all the way along. That was Mind the Gap. Well, these ones are all real. That's all real horror. What else is up there? Probably just put one of the classic beheadings in there. One of those classic ones.
I never got that deep into it. I'm
Really?
gonna be honest,
I walked my fucking brain, bro.
Yeah.
It's horrible. It's horrible shit. Anyway, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, but anytime.
What you got coming up? Plug it. Plug it. All we did was talk about Serbian film.
Up after the summer, we have another tour.
Not announced yet.
Not announced yet.
I know what it is. I was talking about it today.
I bet you were.
A great tour.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be really good.
I don't know who the opener is, but
Who cares, bro?
it's who I have to follow.
Get that fucking
Yeah, exactly.
arsehole
I
puckered
want,
up.
hey, a good opener to a tour changes it changes the whole night.
A good puckerer.
Yeah.
Good ass puckerer.
But we got that. We're playing Furnace Fest. Catch me in the Tony Danza Tap Dance Extravaganza pit, hurting myself.
I think I might be at Furnace as well.
Okay.
I think I might be doing something at Furnace. Some of these, hopefully.
Awesome.
Might see you there. We can follow up on Serbian film.
Yeah.
Maybe do a watch along.
Maybe
In
we make a
tent.
sequel.
We could do it in a tent. We can make a sequel. Yeah. Do I know anyone with... I'm not going to fucking go there. Let's fucking call it before the camera's end.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on. Check out the new Orthodox album. It's honestly, as you could probably tell from this conversation, it's fucking unbelievable. So good. Great for the gym. Great if you're just fucking angry. Great if you just like heavy music. Thanks for coming on, mate.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Anytime. Welcome to Nashville.
Join my fucking gym and we can hang out. That's
Does
a
it look
no.
like I
That's a
need
no. And that's a Serbian film out now.